stations are tuned in to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to
The Animal House.
Your mother's an animal.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
You are an animal.
What do you care? You're an animal. You're an animal.
Yeah.
I'm an animal.
The opinions expressed by the hosts, callers, and guests are not those of Hamilton Radio, Armed Forces Radio, Raw Talk Online, 102 DLG Radio Orlando, QStarFM.com, or Animal House Radio. Some of the material broadcast on Animal House Radio may not be suitable for listeners under the age of 18. Listener discretion is advised.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Theodore Jiggett studio, it's the Animal House Radio Show. And here's your host, Carlo Wild Thing Valerio.
Where?
Welcome to the jungle, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, boss. What's the mystery?
Now, I was
He
going to...
didn't play the mystery. He didn't play it.
No, I chickened out at the last second. I'll play it later.
All right.
And you see if you'll probably thank me.
I don't know.
We got a great show for you lined up tonight. Andrew, the intern, has returned for the second week. That's a good thing. We'll catch up with him.
He's got the new record now, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's he's got the record. He's already he's acclimating very nicely.
Acclimating. Well, I got to write that down.
Most of our interns hang themselves after week one.
He came in, and instead of shaking everybody's hand, he just dove
Ate a
in
cupcake.
Yeah, our last intern was well hung.
Andrew, just a little criticism. If you want to be a good intern, it's a good idea to accept a friend request from your boss on Facebook. That would be nice.
That's it. Quiet time.
No, I'm just
Shut
kidding.
his mic. Nice job.
Take away his cupcake.
We have a...
are you mad at him?
Yeah. Why not join the club? You might as well. It's an exclusive club. We have some visitors that came in. Hey, Gene, can you turn up my... It sounds a little low. Just a tad.
Turn them up.
Turn it up.
Just a tad. There you go. That's fine. All right. We got a great show for you lined up tonight. Tonight we have, if you remember, a very well-known sitcom called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Never heard of it.
Love that show.
We have the cool Aunt Viv, Daphne Maxwell, who replaced the first one for... They had some kind of contractual thing going on. She had to leave. She didn't get along with Will Smith.
Excuse me. She happens to be a friend.
Who?
Janet.
Janet who?
The
first mom. She married one of my best friends.
He did. Oh, all right. Well, she had a problem with Will Smith. That's not my fault.
Who doesn't?
Wow.
I don't know. Not me.
Well, you just called her the cool Aunt Viv. Janet's very cool.
Well, I think Daphne's the cooler
Team
Aunt
dark
Viv.
skin.
I liked her better.
Oh, not even close.
So anyway, we have Daphne Maxwell rejoining us at 9 o'clock. We have a couple of in-studio guests. Some came for a visit. Q, the old intern/engineer. So he came in for a visit. And we have
Excuse me, Carla, you're talking over Gene.
Yeah.
Gene, I'm sorry. Was I talking over you? I'm sorry. Should I be quiet? I'm sorry, everybody.
Should you be by the board?
There you go. More editing.
Look at him. He is bored.
Yeah, I got to have to
Yeah, he's
edit.
definitely bored.
Gene, the more you make me edit, the more black mold I put in your home. You know that, right? Once again, with the cacophony on the other side of the room.
Oh, cacophony.
Wow, that's a big... I didn't even know how to spell
That's a
that
goodie.
one.
No, CACOFHON. Well, you told me you don't have to spell.
I was kidding.
So Daphne Reed will be joining us at 9 o'clock. And in studio we have Mickey Lee. He's going to be a promoter. We're going to talk to him in a bit.
Mickey Lee.
He's got some big things that he wants to do, and he came to the right place. He came to Hamilton Radio, and he wants to put on like a Woodstock type event to raise money, I believe, for the military or something. But we'll get all the
600,000 people
Buy war bonds.
Yeah, we're gonna and alfalfa grass in the.
We can fit him in here.
Like with Snoopy?
We're
We can do it right in this
that
room
kind of
studio.
Woodstock?
We're gonna do it
Yeah.
in Mask Yasker's farm in Woodstock, New York. But
That's gone.
It's gonna be Gene's backyard.
That should be good.
All right.
If that don't get him kicked out, nothing will.
Right. I know, right? Tonight's show is brought to you in part by Francesca's Italian Deli, 2119 Whitesville Road in Toms River. The number to call, 732-363-5555. And today he went a little light on us with...
That went good, though.
Not light as far as...
Quality.
Quantity. He made us some delicious wraps because Gisella's like, you always make all this fattening food, and I'm on a diet, and I want to...
You know, Gisela.
Thanks, Gisela.
Thanks for trying to ruin it for the rest of us.
That's right, Ed. You blame her because she says everything you make is so fattening. With all
Bring
that
your own fucking food. Dad.
Everything he makes is awesome.
I know.
Well, actually, I've been bringing my own food.
So then what do you care about
What
what
are
we
you,
eat?
what are you griping about?
I don't.
Paul, you had
He asked me how his food tasted.
You
I said,
had
I'm
what-
sorry, I don't eat it.
You had what on yours today? Roast beef?
Why?
I had roast beef. It was great. We had coleslaw in it. It was
Oh, it
great.
was so good.
It really was good.
I had the grilled chicken with the roasted peppers.
That's
That
what
was
I
good.
had. It was really
And
and fresh mozzarella.
And Gene
What's
had
that?
the turkey
And a very good
what was it,
thick
artichoke?
balsamic.
Yeah. Gene ate like he had three
And
assholes.
cucumber and tomato salad to die for.
Gene
He
actually,
does. Gene Reuben Monk.
At around 6 o'clock on Wednesday, Gene starts to salivate. When did these guys get here? I haven't eaten in 3 weeks.
I've been chewing on my slippers.
But what time is it? Hey, you know what, Mick? You want to come on now? Come on, let's sit in
In the hot seat.
for Mr. Farrell. We'll bring Mickey Lee on now. We'll get his
What's
background.
your shirt say? What's the shirt say?
What does that say?
It says,
Everlast?
"Oh, Mickey, you're so fine." No, I'm kidding.
What's your shirt say, Mick?
Akimbo?
Oh, okay.
And barbecue. 6 guys. Is his mic up? Yeah, 6. All right. Q, that's our new intern, Andrew. Teach him everything you want.
Andrew, that's our old intern Q.
Don't let me catch you doing any of the things he teaches you, Andrew, either. All right. Joining us now in studio is a very special guest, Mickey Lee. Mickey, welcome.
Thank you. How you doing?
We're doing good. All right.
He's
So
got a DJ voice.
Yeah, he's definitely got a.
He also has a DJ hand. Who's in
Sounds-
charge of cameras?
Yeah, he reminds me of.
Went the wrong way.
He reminds me of
There you go.
Tim Eli. He's got that Tim Eli type of voice.
Come on.
So Mickey, tell me what's going on. What do you you have a dream or you have an idea?
I have a dream.
I have
Be
many
careful. Last
dreams.
person
I
had a
have
dream. They
many
shot him.
Yeah, that would be good. That would not be good. No, we did something before. I'm in a band now called Never Know, and we do a lot of classic rock stuff. And a lot of my friends are in bands locally, and I put together a show before back in 2001 at the Sovereign Bank Arena. Steppenwolf, Porter, Colton, Foghat.
Oh wow!
I had met Steppenwolf down at Daytona in 2000, and I became friends with them. They're nice guys, and I talked about it with them, making a show, and they told me, I should get in touch with the agents, this and that, start putting it together, shoot for some sponsors, to, get the money to do it.
Right.
So me and my brother put it together, and it took me about 9 months, and it happened. It turned out to be a really good show. Cool. And ever since then, I have been kind of put it on the back burner. I haven't been doing anything like that, just doing the band stuff. Right. And I thought to myself, well, why don't I try to? I met Gene, and I was like, with the power of the radio, we could maybe get something going again, because I was with on the Barsky show in 93.3 MMR, which is out of Philadelphia. I was on there for about 3 years. I was friends with the DJs over there and the owners and everything, and they helped me also to get that going off the ground. Once I talk to them, and they give me ideas what to do, who to call.
Right.
So basically, I want to try and put something together a little bigger this time, with a bigger venue, and hopefully an outside thing where we could have like kind of a festival, and then the local bands could also play, and they would would help promote them, because they're all good guys, good musicians, and it would also bring everybody else out and in the open, let people know who they are, who I am, who you guys could go to the next level. Not saying you're not at a good level now, but so basically, but it's I figure if we do it, we do good well with it, we could continue with it, and also we can give back. to the people that give us the freedoms to actually do things like this in this country is our veterans, and I think that's a good cause. And I think that it's worth a shot, and we're still in the early stages right now, but we're looking at a few good bands. Just have to it's a lot of homework.
It's a lot of legwork.
Yeah, it's a lot of legwork. It sure is, and a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls. But
you don't have a car?
It's going to happen.
Even with putting a radio show together, you got to deal with people, and not everything happens on the first try. You got to go back and forth and back and forth.
Oh yeah, and in negotiations, you got to get in negotiations with different. Once you get to the final stages, you got to negotiate, and and there's always the people backing you. You got to make them happy. You got to make the bands happy, but most of all, you make the fans happy.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make everybody happy and do a good show for everybody, and and just maybe start something new here.
You know what?
You want to make everybody happy, you pass out a lot of joints before the show.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's a given.
Cookies.
You can have Gene have a cannabis oil stand out front.
Do you have a name in mind for this event?
Not really yet.
Mickey Lee's Extravaganza. Mickey Palooza.
Classic Rock Festival.
The Mickey Palooza.
Yeah, there you go. No, we haven't gotten that far yet, but we're in early stages. When we do get more information and we do get a little further along, I'd like to come back on. We would talk about it some more.
Absolutely.
And and maybe we could have some of the people that we do contact that will be playing the show. We could call in.
I'm good friends with Roger Earl from the
Yeah,
Foghat.
he's very
good. Yeah, they played our show. They were.
Where are you gonna do it? Do you know where you're gonna?
I'm looking at Mercer County Park, possibly. We don't know yet. I'd like to keep it somewhere local, not too far. This way, it just keeps in this area. You know what I mean? And with the branch.
Whatever the name of the park is, call it that. Like if you do it at Mercer Summer Festival.
Yeah, it could be something like that. Or Hamilton Summer Festival or whatever. However they want to, whatever they want to put it. And it's the promoters. I mean, if we have a good promoter,
Mercer's
or I'm not a promoter. I'm sorry. A good sponsor that's going to throw in a substantial amount of money. Then you could have it like the sponsor's name festival.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Whatever.
Black Mold Productions.
Whatever keeps them happy and gets us enough money to do this thing and make it work. So.
Oh, cool.
Oh, absolutely. Well, anything we could do, Mickey, we'll help you out.
That's great. Thanks for having me on.
It's still in the planning stages though, but it is grueling. And when it comes to, like you said, you're doing for maybe you want to do something for the vets. When it comes to veterans and children, count me in. Anything to do like that with any kind of worthwhile cause. Now you said your background is you're in a band.
Yes.
Now tell me how give me some back how you got started with that. You always wanted to be a musician?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to listen to the music in my bedroom and I sing along to it. And I had a friend one time said, "Hey, you know what? You're a pretty good singer. You should probably try to be a singer." So I did, and I was really good. And but then I got a family, so I kind of put it on the back burner for a while. And then as my kids got older, I got older and went through a divorce, and then I went. And I actually joined a band, and I said, "Well, I'm going to do this now because now I got a lot of free time."
Yeah, exactly.
So I went and I did it, and that was over in Philadelphia area, and Levittown area, and
I'm from Levittown, New York.
We did really well, close.
Yeah, same builder.
Excuse me. We did really well. So, and then like I said, we were playing a lot of clubs, and we played around a lot of different places. We were a house band at a place called JD's Saloon, which is now closed down and torn down. But it was a good time, and I enjoyed it.
Right.
And for the first year, I didn't even get paid. I just sung, and it was like a freebie just to get myself in there. And then once, I started booking gigs for the band, and I started to get some of the money too, which was it's nice to get paid for your talents. But I never really did it for the money, and I still don't do it for the money. I do it because
well, you never do that. That should be your drive.
It's your passion.
I do it for the music because it's great. And the feeling you get up there on stage is just an awesome feeling. You can't even describe it.
No, you can't.
It's even better. It's even better than the cannabis oil.
What was the?
It is. It definitely is.
Musically, who influenced you?
I've got to say, I like Ronnie James Dio, Robert Plant,
RJD,
Roger Daltrey, Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, pretty much all the greats. Mick Jagger.
Guys.
You know what I mean? So I do a couple Mick Jagger songs. I always say "Little Mick" by Mick.
Right.
So I get a little joke going here with that. But so then we did that big show, and the band. It's tough having a band. It really is. It's a lot
nowadays.
To get
it's
to
not
the
big
practice.
venues anymore, so it's very hard.
Well, it's just hard for everybody to get to the practice. You got different issues, different problems, drugs, this and that. There's so much stuff that's involved, and it's hard to keep it together. So I just kind of get discouraged with the way my band acted backstage. I didn't like the way they acted, and it was kind of embarrassed me. So I kind of just shied away from it for a while.
Right.
And I actually moved to Florida for a couple of years. My mom had passed away, but before she passed away, I wouldn't spend time with her. And then I came back, and I said, you know what? Let me try to get another band going. Let me try to get it going again. And I went and bought a bunch of equipment, put it in my shed, and I started talking to my old band friends. And next thing you know, we put it together, and we've been rocking. Now, we've only been together about 6 months, but we're
Good.
really coming up. Really getting good. The band's
Right.
really getting tight, and it's, and like I said, it's about the music. It's about having fun. So,
Right.
this thing, I'm hoping that it takes everybody to the next level, including my friends. Any of my local band friends, that they could, they can go up and get more gigs and just get more noticed and recognized, because it's hard work. It really is to be in a band. It's a lot more people see. They don't, even the famous bands, when you're backstage, people think it's great back there. It's very busy back there.
It's hard. It's hard.
And there's so much stuff to get together. The production's always it's always a nightmare. You got the crew, you got fans you got to deal with trying to get back. There's a bunch of things.
That's why I left, because it wasn't fun anymore. That's why I stopped doing it.
Right, exactly. When it stops being fun, it turns into a job. Then it's no good.
Yeah.
But for me, it's great fun. I love it.
I feel bad for some of the even for the comedians nowadays just starting out. There's not if you're not.
There's not a lot of venues.
It's not even the venues that there's no money in it anymore. My friend Steve Keller's in a great band called Ripped. They are a kick-ass band, and they should be a lot further along than they are. And they just keep playing these venues. And if they make $100, they're lucky, And it's just and it's a shame, because they're very talented, and the bar owners don't want to pay. They make all these bands do bringer shows. That's so horrible. How it's. Years ago, you used to go to a bar, you used to get paid a certain amount, albeit it wasn't a big amount, but at least it was something.
I hate to interrupt you, but Charlie Schlotter's listening. So.
Charlie, hey.
Charlie! Hey, Charlie!
Yeah. And actually, Charlie, who's a tremendous actor, and I really support his charity for the Lymphoma Society. And he's in a band, too, and he's a kick-ass musician. Everything he does is as well, and I say hello to him, and hope everything's all right with him. I hope he reached his goal. I tried to push it for him. He had to reach a certain goal for the Lymphoma Society. So hopefully he did that. But yeah, Mickey, you know what? It's a shame, because some of these guys deserve, and it's all about timing, though, and the talent will take care of itself.
So back when I did it back in the 70s, it was so much money. We made a lot of money. And like I said, I would have stayed with it, but it wasn't fun anymore. That's why I left, and I went solo. And solo is so much easier. I can't break up, But if you,
I stop talking to myself all the time.
Yeah. But if you get along, it works out. It's fantastic.
It's hard enough being in a band and getting along, and let alone all the things you're talking about getting paid, and they want the bar owners want you to bring everybody to their club. I mean, you have a bar, you have any of your own customers, and they want to say, oh well, we can't pay you this much because, but it happened to us not too long ago. I said, but you made a deal, okay? If the show was a little slow, then you don't want to bring us back. That's one thing, but you gotta take care of us, because this is hard work. It's not just the performing that's hard. It's you got to load in, you got to load out, you got to set everything up. It's it's a lot more than people think. So it is nice to get the recognition and the appreciation from the bar owners, or even from your fans, or from anyone else. That says, hey, you're doing a good job, and your hard work paid off. That's always good for anybody. So and
the main thing is you're doing what you have a passion for.
Exactly.
That should be the drive. That's the drive.
Even the big bands now are having issues with getting certain venues, because it's just like you said. I mean, the internet is took over everything. So anything you want to see on the internet, you want to see live music on you just put it on your computer. You can and you can
still
watch
nothing like a live show.
It's not like a live show. But some people it's a lazier world than it used to be. People just don't want to go out.
They're sitting home watching reality TV, and that's like how
exactly.
I just got a message from Charlie. They raised $340,000 for
nice.
God bless him.
So Charlie's going to Hawaii.
Yeah, right. He's going to Disneyland. Charlie, if you want, post the link inside the chat room, and we'll keep it going. And he knows he has an open door.
Another one open.
Open door.
All these open doors.
We have no more doors left.
That's why we have.
That explains the breeze.
Is that why it's drafty in here?
That's how I got in.
So
the door was wide open.
So Mickey, you're still in the planning stages with this. So I would recommend you get a small website with a countdown clock, and then just take it from there. I'll help you as much as I can. I'm very tight with Eddie Money and stuff like that.
Okay.
And Carlo can count.
Dee Schneider is a very close friend of ours. So
you can't count backwards though.
And we'll get a lot of local bands involved, and you know what? And we'll attach it to a worthwhile charity, and it's a win-win situation.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. I'm gonna put it more together. Put a few more things together. I got to talk to more agents. Right. And, I got to get in touch with. There's a creative artist. They're got a lot of the talent. So
Right.
look at the roster, look at the list, see what we can do as far as pricing and all. Then we got to look for the venue where we're going to.
Gotta get a
that.
ven- yeah.
So we're already working on it, but it's just it's something. It takes time because you got so many other things going on in your life. It's not just
Right.
the only thing I got.
Yeah,
going,
life
so.
gets in the way.
But yeah, but you know what? We're planning for next summer. We got plenty of time. It's going to happen, and we'll keep you posted on how it goes.
Yes,
You
and
know, thanks for having me.
No,
Appreciate it.
anytime.
Anytime.
Give him a Mickey Lee. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can stay on if you want to stay on.
Yeah,
That's
you
cool.
can
That's cool.
He's running away.
He's had enough of us.
He got
The door is now closed.
He got his
Closing
point
the door.
across. That's all. I'm so happy for Charlie
That's
Slaughter.
awesome.
I really am. And
Yep.
340. I think.
Yeah, that's awesome. Really.
I don't know what. I think his goal was 250.
Yeah, it was. So
All right,
that's way over. Yeah.
So he's got gold twice, almost.
I wanted to go up and see him. He just did another one of those he did like a
One-man
Really
show?
big shoe.
a
A
show.
one-man show.
That wasn't one man show because it was Timothy Busfield was actually
right,
in
right.
it and Melissa Gilbert and I wanted to
That's
get
the
up
one
there.
I wanted to go to, and I
But
missed
I couldn't get up there, yeah. But next time he always texts me when he comes into town, so I know.
Next time Melissa Gilbert's in town, let us know.
Yes. Dave will make sure that he's on the prairie waiting.
Yes. I'm going to trip every little blonde girl over the rock down the hill.
You see, now what Mickey Lee said, he started, and the musician, he started in his room by himself, and that's how Ed started in the porn industry,
I was
right,
going
Ed?
to say
Yes.
that's how a lot of things start.
That's how I'm still in the porn industry.
Well, did you
I just
start,
sit in a room by myself.
in all seriousness, did you start like that with the guitar playing like Smoke on the Water as your first riff?
No, I was around before Smoke on the Water.
No, I'm just saying though.
I started on the accordion with the Beatles.
The accordion?
That's what I had, the only instrument I had. That's how I learned that play, and I taught myself piano and guitar.
Your parents hated you, didn't they?
No.
Buy you an accordion.
Did you sing in my room? When you
Not in your room. I
No,
didn't know you.
no.
You weren't even born
What
yet.
was
Sing
the
in my
first song you played on the accordion?
We Can Work It Out by the Beatles.
Oh, really?
They had an accordion
Now
in
you
it.
know I got to get an accordion to make you play that, right?
I have one.
You should bring it in.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring the accordion in. Lady of Spain, I adore you.
And with your mariachi.
Look at Jeans laughing all the way in the corner.
We'll get some sombreros.
We already put you in a hula skirt on the way here.
And
We were
and-
imagining these things on the way here.
I think you
the
should
hell
get-
you people talk about on the way in? The hell is wrong with
I
you?
told you I get entertained on the way here and the way home every week.
It's a free show. We don't even charge you.
Yeah, I mean, you say one word and boom, the fight breaks out. It's great. Today,
like- it's like the-
they were arguing about being startled
Startled
or
and
being
scared.
scared.
No, there is a difference.
Here we go.
If somebody comes up
Here we
behind
go.
you, wait, no. If
If
somebody,
a deer comes running out of the bushes and crashes into your car, you're startled.
Right.
no,
But he's still scared.
twice in one night.
But I just say
I'm a scared Alice. I'm a
It's
scared.
the same deer.
If I go up behind Gene and I go boo, and he goes, ooh, I didn't scare him, I startled.
No, startled. Yeah, that's
Right.
startled.
If I come out of the room with a machete and a red jumpsuit,
I usually pay extra for
with
that.
a mask on.
yeah. But when the Tin
That
Man
costs
says
extra.
I
nothing
did that.
affects him and he gets startled, that's pretty scared.
I was telling him on the way here. When I was in the band, I used to have one. We used to stay at this place in Detroit all the time, the same hotel every time we played there.
Detroit
There's
cold.
an old guy named Tom used to do the laundry room at night, And I'm running through the parking lot one night after one of the parties we had. I have my red jumpsuit on that I wore on stage with silver high boots, 5-inch platforms. I have a red ski mask on.
You
I have
sound beautiful.
A whip in one hand and a machete in the other. I'm chasing a roadie through the parking lot, and then Tom comes out and goes, "Oh, hi, Paul." Like it was nothing. It was like his normal activity.
No,
Hi, Paul. Matches?
when I was
Mommy. No,
just like everybody else, when I was younger, I was afraid. The more I tell you what's real, you want to. I don't get scared as like you can come up to me and startle me and I'll get scared. I'm not a tough guy, but
Yeah,
what
okay.
scared the shit out of me as a kid was The Exorcist. I shit my pants watching that movie.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't sitting next to you.
And then
All right.
I shit my pants from eating too much pizza.
but
the
she'll
other
come
day.
up behind me and she'll go, "Wah," and I'll jump. I'm
That's
not,
startling, yes.
You know, but
They had a chocolate cake
it's a
too.
natural
But what I'm
reaction.
trying to
what am I
say,
gonna do?
for a
Stand there and
Tin
go,
Man that's-
I am Superman. You
said,
can't scare
wait,
me.
excuse me. I'm from Newark, where the men are men and the sheep are scared.
Right.
So you're not supposed to be startled either.
Why?
Well, startled's different.
You're supposed to be stone-faced. If
Everybody-
You're
No,
not scared.
I grew up in Newark. I never saw any sheep there.
If you don't see it coming,
Thanks,
Only on a
Carlo.
plate.
That's the whole point.
Lamb chops. They weren't really lamb chops. It was probably like this rat.
You know.
no, I
They were
just
oversized
there-
sewer rats.
There is a difference between startling and scaring somebody.
Whatever. Talk to the hands.
Gene looking in the mirror, that's some pretty scary shit. You know what I'm saying?
We talk to the hand all the time.
Why would someone talk to the hand? The hand
You
doesn't
know you
respond
love it.
back.
You know you love it.
I can't with these two.
Oh,
Put a piece of gum on it.
Carlo
And you know
loves
what,
his
Paul?
hands.
Paul
or right.
loves listening to all the Reddick. He loves it, but then he chimes in. He's like the little kid.
I started. I'm froggy, man. I incited.
Listen.
He's like the little kid that used to stand behind the bully and go,
Hey,
he
boss,
did
hey,
it, he
boss.
did it.
You know what? The best thing was actually Angel Salazar, who was an instigator.
Oh, Angel was the worst.
Anytime we would travel with Carlo and he would be in the back seat, he goes, Gisela, who you think is cuter, Mark DeMeo or Joel Soul?
Joel Soul. He couldn't even say Soul Joel. It's like Joel Soul. And when I remember when he first told me his new agent, he goes, my new manager, Carlo, is Roger Powell. I'm like, how do you spell Powell? P-O-W-E? No, Powell. What the hell? What do you mean
That's
Powell?
what he called me all the time.
Roger
He
Paul.
still does. He calls Paul, yeah.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul.
The Angels are a whole show in itself. We could do 2 hours.
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
But do we, Gisela, we're not going to answer them now, but run down the questions because
Okay.
we got to call Daphne.
All right, really quick. The admiring questions for tonight are: name something that you miss.
Okay.
What 5 things make you laugh out loud? And put your music on shuffle. Name 6 songs that are a must-have.
Those are good questions. I like those questions.
Okay.
I already have them all done.
So put your thinking caps on.
Nah.
Here,
I hate
you want-
thinking.
here, you-
Thinking's bad for you.
Jot them down.
Write it down.
Every time I think smoke comes out of his ears.
My ears
It's not where the smoke comes out of.
The smoke gets in my eyes. No.
What? Oh. What does that mean?
It means he's got problems with his thumbs.
All right, so we want to give a shout out to
What are you
102
playing, Xbox?
Phone call?
DLG
Oh.
Radio
We got
Orlando
phone call
and
coming
Raw
in?
Talk Online and QStar FM, iHeartRadio. And you can also listen to our past shows on Spreaker, YouTube, iTunes. Find us on social media. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So,
Very good.
yeah, very good.
Yeah, and always subscribe. Always subscribe, especially YouTube.
And always hit the like and share. It's always good sharing.
Did
you
you,
know, sharing
Joe,
is
did you
caring.
mention AFR?
I like what people like.
And don't forget, the biggest part is Armed Forces Radio.
That's right.
Yeah, to
Something
all
that
our,
we're very proud
the
of. And
biggest
it's,
part is me and Ed.
4th of July weekend. And
Oh, definitely me.
hence the flags on the tables and behind us
Dave,
to show respect for our
and
country.
especially for our vets here, Dave and Paul.
Dave relived his, though. He went back to his old
Yeah,
days, man.
yeah, that's right. We're going to talk
He
about
was
that.
reminiscing.
You went to go see the old base where you were stationed because it
Yes.
has since been closed.
And
It closed it officially in '94, but they've been slowly tearing it down, and it's almost done being torn down. Almost
Wow.
20
Since
years.
'94. It's a union job.
So how did it feel being
government
there?
government workers, they're very efficient.
Did it have any reminiscence of when it used to be, or is it totally different?
It's totally different, which in a way it made me reminisce, but it made me go, yeah, this is terrible. I don't want to be here.
Didn't you say it's a college now or something?
There's a college there now, the Monterey Bay University.
Did you go into your old barracks?
No, it's
They
a
don't dare.
pile of
Not
rubble.
there.
Oh, okay, all right.
I
Bunch
tried.
of rocks.
No, because I can picture you doing like Rodney Dangerfield, opening the thing. Hello, hello, and he opens the shower curtain. I didn't see a thing. You're perfect.
You're perfect.
Going into the dorm. That's so funny. Anyway, we're gonna get Daphne Maxwell Reed on the phone. If you don't recognize that name, she was the Aunt Vivian Banks from the TV show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Love that show.
One of the many great sitcoms that
I love that show.
I enjoyed over the. It was just a great.
I like the chemistry between Will Smith and Carlton.
Yeah,
that was great.
awesome.
The butler was the best though. He was
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
throwing
Oh, my
zingers.
God.
Jeffrey was always
Yes.
throwing zingers in.
Yep.
But we'll.
And let's give a quick shout out to a new listener, Major Fowler at depiff.com. Check out Money Rap and Kush. So.
Welcome. What's his name? Money Fowler?
Major Fowler.
Oh, Major Fowler. Okay.
And say hi to Sharon.
So does he foul a lot?
Steve, Charlie.
Just remember, Major ain't no minor.
That's right.
All right. We'll be. How we doing there, Gene?
Not too bad.
How would he know?
Good. And yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Carla,
go.
second floor of that.
Oh wow.
Good evening.
Oh, hello, Daphne.
It is.
Hello.
All right.
All right, everybody. It is 9 o'clock. Joining us now live on the phone is a tremendous actress. You've seen and known and loved her on TV with the very, very brilliant sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But she's doing so much more now, and she's taking a few minutes out of her busy schedule to speak with us tonight. Please welcome for the first time on the Animal House Radio Show, Miss Daphne Maxwell Reid.
Thank you. All right.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. So nice to hear you from you.
We're doing very good. It's a pleasure and an honor to be talking to you tonight, and thank you again for taking the time with us this evening.
My pleasure.
You know, Daphne, I have so many questions. I don't know where to begin because I was doing some research on you, and you're like a jack of all trades. You're writing, you're producing, you're a publicist, you're an artist. I mean,
She's a schizophrenic. That must be it.
Don't get mad at me.
No, we're not hating.
We love
don't
it.
worry.
We
We're-
love it.
We're not player hating. Don't worry about it.
We love it.
Daphne,
I got blessed when I was born.
I think so because I mean you show no signs of slowing down, and that's the best part of it all.
Out of all the things you do, Daphne, what's your favorite thing to do out of all those things?
Probably sewing and photography.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That is good.
Oh, wow.
I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of peaceful pleasure out of all of those.
Oh, wow. Now, are you retired from acting, or you still have?
Honey, actors have to wait to be chosen, baby. I'm just waiting for somebody to call me.
We know a couple people, so we're gonna have to make that happen. We're gonna have to, because
Yeah, let's make that happen.
we're gonna that phone's gonna start ringing any minute now. Don't you worry.
Okay, I'll be here.
So Daphne, when did was acting always your first love? Where did it begin for you, and how did you get started?
I got started trying to be a Spanish teacher, and
Oh, wow.
I got discovered as a model. And from that, I learned things behind the camera because I'm real nosy and curious. So I just kept modeling while I was in school, and then after I got out of school, and then I started doing commercials, local commercials in Chicago, and then that grew into national commercials, and then Robert Conrad came to town and auditioned for a show that he was doing there called The Duke.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And he became my mentor, and he put me in that show, and he's been a friend ever since and kept me working. He's my hero.
Oh, wow.
All right.
When you first met him, did he dare you to knock the battery off his shoulder?
No, not at the time. Not at the time. No, he was laughing at me because I think he went to Northwestern,
Right.
and I was Northwestern's first black homecoming queen, and he knew that.
Wow.
So he used to call me Queenie.
Aw.
That's so cool.
We just had a great relationship, and every time he did a show, he'd call me, and we did a bunch of TV movies together, and another show in L.A. called A Man Called Sloan.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I just got an agent when I got out to L.A. and have been working ever since.
Well, that's great. I like to hear them kind of stories. Those are
Yeah.
Those are
It was wonderful.
Now, do you have a preference that you want to be in front of the screen, behind the screen? Do you have a preference as to what you want to do, or it doesn't matter?
I do whatever comes up next.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
I'm not a writer, really. I write books on the photography that I do.
Oh, okay.
But they're mostly journal kind of books, and I publish them, and I learn a lot by doing something. So my days are spent trying new things and seeing where they lead me. And that's how all of my careers have bloomed.
Right. It's like what John Lennon said. John said, life is what happens when you're busy making plans.
That's true.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
another thing is, you want to see God laugh, make a plan.
Right.
Absolutely. I
Yep.
like that.
I agree.
That's I like that philosophy.
Yep.
I need to incorporate philosophy more into my life.
It's so true.
I'm a lost soul.
Marcus Aurelius.
How many of you are there out there?
Five. Five of us.
There's 5 today, but we're really 6. There's one now.
We're really 6, but one's home with the flu. Yes.
It is an animal house.
Yes.
It's absolutely a jungle in here.
And we have the little lady here, Gisela, who keeps all the testosterone in check.
I have to
Yeah.
keep these men in order.
That's it.
That's right.
Iron
That's our
fist.
job.
That's it.
So, Daphne, how did it come about that you got the role as Vivian Banks?
So I had been working for a long time in L.A. with my husband,
Right.
who is Tim Reed.
Yes.
We love Tim
And,
too. Love Tim too.
Excellent. And we had done a bunch of back-to-back shows for CBS, and we had gotten tired, and we bought a farm in Virginia, and we were about to move, and I had this audition came up and said, "Oh, we want you to audition for this half-hour sitcom with a rapper." And I said, "No, thank you. I'm going to move to a farm, and I'm going to have a life. I'm not really crazy about the rap scene at this point."
Right.
And they told me what it was, and I said, "Well, I've heard of his little summertime video. That was fun, but no, I don't want to work with a rapper." So I went home to the farm and set up shop and just chilling and turned on the TV in September, and the cutest show came on, and it was that one, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I said, "Oh, I think I messed that up."
Yeah.
So 3 years later, they called me at the farm and said, "We're having an audition for this character on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air." And I said, "I will be there with bells on."
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And 3 or 4 auditions later, 2 weeks later, I had the role.
Oh,
and
wow.
never looked back.
And rightfully so.
It's a great show too. We love that show.
You had to go through 4 auditions?
Oh, I had to go through a whole bunch. I think they saw about 200 women.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
You know what? The writing on that show was just brilliant.
And the chemistry was great.
You know what? I've noticed as you know, I've acted, but nothing to the extent of your level. Anything. I've done some very minor acting. I noticed that anytime there's a sitcom that's a hit, it's almost 9 times out of 10 that every character on a successful sitcom is an integral part of the show. And if it's just a character that has to carry the show, it doesn't fare as well. But see, and then there's the chemistry. Like Happy Days, everybody was a character. The Fresh Prince, even Jeffrey the butler, who was famous for his one-liners, was brilliant. Everybody was firing on all cylinders, and I think that shows in the ratings and the viewership. You know.
And did you share the same chemistry off set as you did on set?
Totally. I fell in love with James Avery. And he and his wife and Tim and I used to travel together. We were all very, very good friends. And it's a shame that I don't have my James anymore.
Yes.
And it just broke my heart. But I'm still very close with his wife. And we have a great time.
Yeah.
Did they allow you, as far as you know, the script to ad lib at all? You had to follow everything to the letter.
When we had a script reading, our table reads on Monday morning,
right,
we would be able to give them notes because there were some cultural differences that we had to share with them.
Right.
Like one time they had Tatiana, our little Ashley, saying something back to her father, and we all looked at each other and said that little girl wouldn't have any teeth if she did that. So
that's for sure.
We had some input, and they had some very good writers.
Yeah.
And Will was on top of everything.
Yeah.
It was just a wonderful working environment with very, very great
talented people.
Talent. I mean, all of the kids were marvelous. I mean, Alfonso came from Broadway. He was fabulous.
He's great.
And totally there. And Will set the work kind of habits. And we were there. He was there doing, I guess you would say, he worked 150% in rehearsal.
Right.
And then he did the show with that same just level of intensity and very professional people. We could kid around and have a wonderful time, but when it was time to work, we were all on the ball.
Right.
You know what?
It showed too. The chemistry came through. It really
That's
did.
for sure, yeah.
I would have loved to seen a blooper reel of that show.
Oh my
Because I can imagine.
They have. Go on YouTube. There is bloopers.
There are.
Trying to keep a straight face during some of the outtakes. I mean,
There is though. They have blooper reels on YouTube.
Oh, yeah? I'm
they
gonna
do.
check that
Oh,
out.
they
funny.
do.
Yeah,
and it was hard to keep a straight face.
I was going to say, how did you manage?
Yeah.
Daphne, out of all the people in the cast, who made you laugh the most as far as like?
Probably Will.
Well, yeah.
Because he was so animated.
Right.
But everybody made me. I mean, Alfonso and Will got to teasing each other sometimes, and we had to just stop because it was just too funny, and we couldn't stop laughing.
Right.
Right.
You know, it was a lot of fun.
And I'm not sure. That the Fresh Prince was Will Smith's first acting debut, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I tell you what, from the way
he had a singing career.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the singing career that he claims he learned a lot from messing up.
Right.
And we had, James was a very, very professional, classically trained actor.
Right.
And we would sit around with the kids. We were kind of help raising them with their parents. And we would sit around and talk about philosophy and books they should read and points of view and religion. And it was just an amazing group of people to hang around, let alone work with.
Right.
Yeah. I tell you what, I never knew. I mean, I've watched the show for many years, and I used to listen to Will's music when he was doing the rapping in the early days. But I just found out that was his first acting gig, and from watching the series,
you would never know.
You would. It seems like he just came in like he was seasoned
He was a born performer. That's
from the get-go. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very, very diligent, hard worker. That is one hard-working guy. I am so proud of him. Yeah. And not at all surprised.
Right. Daphne, who was your favorite guest star? If someone appeared on the show as a guest. Who was your favorite to work with?
I think it was the episode that Will found his father. His father came back into his life.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was a really moving episode, and working with Ben was a treat.
Yeah.
Because I really admired him.
Oh, wow. Was that your favorite
It was Ben
episode?
Vereen, right? Wasn't it Ben Vereen, right?
Yeah.
Ben Vereen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, was that your favorite episode as well, or?
Well, my favorite episode, of course, was my first.
Right.
But there were so many that I really, really like.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun. And the one that makes me cry every time I see it is the last episode when the house is empty and we all say goodbye.
Yeah, that was.
That was a hard episode to shoot.
Sure.
Because we couldn't stop crying.
Right.
Now, was it just a conscious decision to end the show on top, or was it just had run its course, or?
It was a conscious decision. We knew going into the 6th year that it was going to be the last year.
Right.
Will was doing features, and he was producing as well.
Right.
So his company was growing, and he made a wise choice to go out on top.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I noticed a lot of the sitcoms do that, especially
the smart ones. Yeah.
Seinfeld, I think, started the ball rolling with that. He's like, you know what? Instead of having a one bad season or 2 bad seasons, let me go out on top and protect the legacy. And I think that was you're right. It was a smart move.
Yeah.
Oh, Fresh Prince did it before Seinfeld, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but they were on the air a hell of a lot longer than we were.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Now, would you do, obviously if the right script come along, would you be interested to do another sitcom like that again?
Sure. I'm a working girl.
Yep.
Whatever's up is fun to do. I like working on television because sitcoms are easy, but they have to be good.
Right.
My husband has created some that I absolutely love.
Right.
And were wonderful sitcoms. I don't even know that people remember them, but Frank's Place was one of my favorites that he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, he did one for Showtime called Lynx that had Pam Grier starring in it, and it was a great show.
Yes, I've always admired your husband's work.
And Tim also, wasn't Tim, I'm not sure if I got this right, Tim was, before he was an actor, he was a comedy partner with Craig Nelson. Is that true?
No, with Tom Dreesen.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, Tom Dreesen used to open up for Frank Sinatra.
Well, we know that, but I didn't know. I thought it was him. Okay.
After he worked with him.
Daphne, excuse my ignorance, but have you and Tim ever done anything together?
Many,
that's not
many,
very
many,
nice.
many shows.
That's kind of personal, isn't it?
No, I don't mean that.
Well, you know, sleeping with the director and producer really helps, you know.
I got to try that.
No, we had a lot of shows together.
Oh, good.
Andrew has a question, so if he wants to get on mic and ask.
Well, we got Dave.
Right after Dave.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, how you doing, Daphne? Quick question. How are you? Who was your favorite rapper to work with? Fresh Prince or LL?
I didn't get to work with LL. I just was hanging around while Tim was producing his first movie. Watching LL do his first movie was a lot of fun. He did a movie called, let me see, Debbie Allen directed it. It was called, I can't even remember. I think it was called Out of Sync.
Out of Sync, okay.
All right.
And he was fun to watch. But I love working with my guy.
Yeah.
Of course. Our new intern, Andrew, who's a big fan, he would like to ask you a question, Dad.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Hey,
Hi,
how you
Andrew.
doing? I had actually had two questions for you. One was, what was it like replacing an actress and adjusting to the energy of the show, matching the familiarity between everyone to make a family? I mean, did you feel like everybody else felt closer when you first started? Was it easy to adjust to that?
It wasn't, I didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, that's
It was one of the easiest transitions. They treated me like they had known me all their lives. They knew my work and respected me. And I came into the set. The first day I came on set, there were 36 red roses and never missed a. I don't know the woman who played Aunt Viv before me. I've never met her.
Right.
Don't know why. They never talked about why she's not there.
Right.
I heard what you've heard in rumors about she, I don't know, she didn't sign her contract and then because she was holding out for more money and they said next.
Right.
That happens if you're an actor.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And Andrew, try to make your questions not like the movie Back to School when the professor was asking Rodney Dangerfield all these questions. No, okay.
Keep it to
Part
like one
27,
sentence.
section A.
My other question was if there are any episodes or any parts of an episode that you performed in that you were particularly proud of your performance, and if there was one that maybe you wish you could redo.
4?
Wow.
What? Yeah.
No, I can't remember that far back. I'm sorry, I can't answer that question.
Who could?
I
all right,
have
he's
done
an
so
intern, you
many
don't have to.
shows since then. I don't remember all the episodes that I did on that show.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you played a brilliant role from start to finish.
This is why Andrew's an intern.
That's why he's an intern.
Okay.
Ask me something contemporary.
Everybody deserves
dear.
a
I'm an
chance.
old lady. I remember that
He just
far
used his
back.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done.
So Daphne, what are you working on right now? You're doing a lot of work with the educational.
No, not as much as I was the past few years. Right now, I've got a line of clothing that I'm doing. I do a custom line of coats that I sell on my website, and I still do photography. I take pictures of doors around the world.
Oh, wow.
Ha ha, gives me a great excuse to travel. And
That's good. We got a lot of
I
open doors
do
here.
those books as I travel. And
wow.
planning my next trips is what I'm doing now, and getting ready to have a little bit of a vacay.
Oh
in the
wow!
upcoming.
Now, what was the reasoning behind choosing doors to photograph?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's very
Because
interesting.
doors are a metaphor for life. If you think about it,
Yeah. Yeah.
doors represent curiosity, adventure, opportunity.
Yes.
So if you're going to talk to young people and try to inspire them to do their best, I try to inspire them to jump off a cliff of just curiosity and follow where your passion leads you. And you see what adventure is out there. Pay attention to the journey. Don't worry about the end results as much as they do. I got to get to my end point. Well, once you get there, you got to set another end point.
Right.
So just as you're going, pay attention to the details, because that's where the joy in life comes.
Right.
You hit it right in the
living
nose.
those little moments in your life that add up to wonderful, wonderful times.
That's great advice, and you hit it right in the nose there.
A lot of people don't enjoy the ride. They just go through life with blinders on, and they forget that, hey, you know what? This could all end at any minute.
Yeah, you missed it all.
Right, you know. Monk, you had a question?
What are you paying attention to? Yeah.
Oh yeah, hello. My name is Monk. I'm one of the owners of the station. I'd just like to thank you for being on HamiltonRadio.net and say that you was a great replacement on the show. It was great. How did you deal with the transition? Like, I think somebody said that before, but like, was there any controversy between the last woman that played the mother until you coming into the role?
I've never met her, so no, there was no controversy on my part. I've never met her, don't know why she left. They didn't talk about it, and we just went on and had a show.
I hear that.
It was easy for me.
Oh, wow. Hey, Daphne, was Tim aware that there was 3 dozen roses for you there?
Yeah, he was happy to see him come home that night.
Oh, boy.
Which is also a metaphor. You got to stop and smell the roses, right?
That's for sure.
You've got to stop and smell the roses.
Yep.
Boy, you will miss so much if you don't.
That's right.
Daphne, I know this is going to be a weird question, but out of all the doors that you photographed, do you do any like famous doors like Buckingham Palace type thing, or is it just very...
Just something that catches your eye?
The things that catch my eye, I have a degree in interior design and architecture, so what catches my eye are details and craftsmanship.
Right.
So when I see a door, I usually notice how it's made or some detail of the door that I want to capture and share with whoever is looking with me, which is my audience.
Right.
So things that capture my attention are usually color, texture, or craftsmanship.
Right. So if you ever won a prize for your photos, would it be a door prize?
Oh, he's a stick, isn't he?
He'll be here all week.
That's great, though. I love that.
Hopefully it'll be a door prize.
I love that. I love that you do that. That's great.
You know what, Daphne? You're an amazing woman, and I just applaud you because you've got your hands in so many different things, and that's the way people are supposed to live their life. They're not just supposed to pigeonhole themselves into doing one thing. And
she's a free spirit.
You know what? And we support you 100%. If you ever get back into the main circuit of doing shows and stuff, and yeah, I got it. And if you got something you got to promote, you're welcome on this show anytime. Dave, you have another question?
Open door. No.
Oh, you want? Oh, yeah. You just have an open door. Everybody's fun.
No, it's funny because Carlo tells everyone that he has an open door.
Well, you guys help support me. Pass on the word to go to my website, DaphneMaxwellReed.com, and see what wonders I have created.
I can't wait.
And,
I'm curious
help an artist out there. Come on, buy a book.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Please.
Or two.
To all our servicemen and women overseas who are listening, and if you've loved the show, The Fresh Prince, and you appreciate Daphne's acting, please go to the website and support her as much as possible.
DaphneMaxwellReed.com.
Yes, and Daphne.
Right, there's a cookbook there too. I just wrote a new cookbook that's basically a memoir.
Ooh.
So if you want to know a little bit about me growing up in New York City and my family, check out my cookbook, and it'll also teach you how to cook.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Is there any Italian food in it?
Yes, we got Italian food in there too.
Oh, then I'm in. I'm buying a copy.
That's right.
Daphne, before we let you go, would you do a station ID for us here?
I certainly will.
Whenever you're ready.
You ready?
Yeah, count yourself down and go.
Tell her what to say.
You're listening to oh, come on now. You're listening to the Animal House Radio Show on the Hamilton Radio Network. This is Daphne Maxwell Reed, your Aunt Vivian.
Love it.
Nice. That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Daphne, thank you so much. Do me a favor. When you see Tim, put in a good word for him because we're trying to get him on the show, too. So tell him you had some fun.
Oh, so let me know. You know, I might have some fun with it.
I hope so.
We'll have a reunion here.
If you do, I'll send you 3 dozen roses. Daphne,
you guys
thank
have
you.
a wonderful 4th of July.
You too, dear.
Thank you. God bless. Daphne
Thank you so much.
Maxwell Reed. Give her a round of applause.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a short break. We're going to be back with a lot more show. Don't go away. This is the
Really
Animal
big
House
show.
Radio Show.
Hey, what's up? Thinking about you. XOXOXO. Want to snuggle. ... JK. Hit me back. You getting these texts? Question mark. We should hang later. I miss you. Holla at ya, boy. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you at home? Where are you? What are you doing? OMG. You are making me mad. Are you with your ex? You better text me back. I'm waiting outside your house.
Relentless, aggressive texting is like sending an angry robot to deliver your message. When does the robot become dangerous? Let us know at that'snotcool.com.
That'snotcool.com.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me.
In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math, I learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today?
The only thing I didn't learn today.
The only thing I didn't learn
is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Violence, theft, drugs, graffiti. It's all part of joining a gang. In times like these, we need to protect our children and our community from gangs. Gangs often prey on unsupervised teens with low self-esteem, who perform poorly in school, who seek a sense of belonging, or are simply bored. Joining a gang often involves violent hazing rituals. Once in a gang, members can become alienated from their families, school, and friends. Drugs, guns, and malicious activity are common elements in gangs. Trying to leave a gang can be a difficult and dangerous process. The best way to get out of a gang is never to join one. Protect kids from being recruited by a gang. Know who they're hanging out with. Involve kids in after-school activities and provide positive role models. Help reduce gang activities in your community by working with local law enforcement and school systems. Don't let a kid you know get involved with gangs. Visit ncpc.org to learn more or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Sometimes, when you return from a deployment, you bring back more than you can carry on your own. You may come back to more than you think you can handle. Whether you're feeling depressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, Military Pathways can help lighten your load. Through our anonymous online self-assessment, Military Pathways can help you get a clearer picture of how you're feeling and whether you could benefit by talking to a healthcare professional. As you transition from the front lines to the home front, help can be a click away. Visit steptohealing.org for your free anonymous online screening. Military Pathways. Take the first step to healing.
My boyfriend dumped me, I still have to finish my research project, and my parents' divorce is tearing me apart.
Does this sound like you?
I just feel hopeless.
Someone is always there to help. Don't give up. When you feel like you don't belong, talk about it. Never keep things locked inside. If you need help, please call the suicide hotline number 1-800-273-8255. Your life matters. Don't give up.
cadmium, benzene, ammonia, arsenic, formaldehyde, hydrogen cyanide, carbon monoxide. These are just a few of the 7,000 chemicals that can be traced from cigarettes. Tobacco-related deaths are expected to rise to around 8 million annual deaths worldwide by the year 2030. Put down the cigarette and don't be one of those people.
Pipe.
All right, everybody. We are back here on the Animal House Radio
She was
show.
really good. She was nice.
That was nice. That was fun. Just appropriate
Yay!
length. I want to thank her again, Daphne Maxwell Reed.
Yep.
Very delightful conversation. As you remember, a couple months ago, or not even a month or so ago, we had Robert Carradine on the show from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yep.
And I finally edited his station ID that he did. So check this out.
Hi, this is Robert Carradine. You're listening to the Animal House Radio Show on the Hamilton Radio Network.
I got his when he did the laugher. He did. So, this is the other one we got from our buddy Ralph Macchio.
Hi, this is Ralph Macchio, and you're listening to the Animal House Radio Show on the Hamilton Radio Network.
So that was
Very nice.
Very proud of that. All right, Gisela, it's your time to shine.
Oh, am I shiny?
You are.
I'm very bright.
want
You
some
see that
powder?
light?
Must
Look,
be that keratin.
I don't think I need the powder.
You want some powder?
Oh boy. Okay, so let's go to the inquiring minds questions.
Okay.
Name something that you miss. Sharon answered. She said she misses us. So that's pretty nice.
Sharon,
Thank you,
Sharon
Sharon.
You won't get extra points. You don't get extra points for buttering us up.
Sharon Vieira?
Yes.
Okay.
Ed likes when you butter him up.
So we'll answer that. Dave,
I like butter.
Yes.
name something you
I
missed.
missed my hymen. I broke it on a roller coaster.
Oh, I can't hear you. You're not on mic.
Is that why the mic's on?
Hey, why isn't Dave's
Hey,
mic
way
on?
to go.
Oh, hey, oh, who's over there?
Hello.
Okay, go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say the one thing I miss is my hymen. I broke it on the roller coaster Saturday afternoon in Santa Cruz. So,
That'd be a good name for you. Good station. Buster Hyman.
yes.
Dave Hyman.
And then you could bust the move.
So did you have fun on your trip with the goddamn intern?
Goddamn intern had fun. I had fun.
Yeah, how was the food out there? It's good, or?
It was fun.
Were you in San Diego, right?
No, I was further north. I was by San Francisco, Santa Cruz, Monterey.
Dave loved the airport so much he went twice.
Yes.
Did you how was the show at the Fight Club?
So, before I got there, I booked the second show on Thursday night, which is good because Friday night, about 15 minutes before the show was supposed to start, I found out it was canceled. Nobody got back to me. So, that was always fun.
Oh, wow.
But, it was, I mean, I went out to dinner in the city that night, so it was fun.
You went
you know.
in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Did you go to Fisherman's Wharf?
We did that. Yeah,
Was
not that
everyone
night,
topless?
Nobody. He got the crabs though.
But no, I did stop at Piano Fight Club. It was pretty cool. We were there for Pride Month. Had some fun. The goddamn intern was hanging out at the bar with me.
Nice. Way to go, San Fran.
Because, they don't care about that kind of thing. It's just another lovely young man at the bar.
Yeah. Tell Carlo about your trip to the airport. That was great.
So, yeah, I kind of screwed up my own plans. I made plans but didn't really pay attention to them. I was supposed to fly back Monday night, be back Tuesday morning. And I made the mistake of not realizing my flight was Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. So I went to the airport, turned my rental car in, and then proceeded to go try and complain about why I can't get my boarding pass. And like, because you're here on the wrong day.
You went a day early.
I went a day early.
That's
Oh, my
You're
God.
usually pretty.
I planned my whole trip based on
right.
leaving Monday night.
I know you do it to like military precision. I'm surprised that even happened.
So now he's out of car. He's out of hotel room. He's
Yeah.
at the airport a
So
day
I'm like,
early.
all right. So I had to go rent a car for another day.
Oh, no.
The damn intern's embarrassed to hell.
So you didn't rough
Yeah.
it out
Was
in
it
the
a lot of
airport?
money to
You
rent the
actually
car?
rented a
For
room?
24 hours?
Yeah.
No.
They won't let you sleep in the airport?
Probably. I'm
Who
not
the hell would
staying
want
every-
to?
Yeah, I don't want to do
Who
that.
wants to do that?
Yeah, it's free.
You know, people do it.
I
It's
did
adventurous.
I literally drove the coast. Not the whole coast.
You
I
go
went,
get one of those neck pillows in one of those kiosk shops.
like, I could have went into the USO lounge there because San Francisco is one of the last places that still has one.
Right.
And I could have went there and napped out. I had my son stay with me. And
Oh, there you go. They still have the duty-free stores over there?
Of course.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nothing I wanted. I
Nothing.
just wanted to get the hell out of there. I didn't want to sit there and look at
He
these
said
people.
duty.
Duty.
I just want to mention real quick that tonight's show is brought to you in part by Francesca's
Tonight's
Deli.
show's over.
2119 Whitesville Road in Toms River, New Jersey. The number to call is 732-363-5555. Also,
Food.
September 22nd to the 23rd, HorrorCon is back in New Jersey. Ryan Weber and Robert Bruce, they do a phenomenal job, guys. You got to check this show
We had a
out.
ball last time.
Yeah, you know, and they.
And I'm making sure I go this time.
Yeah, you know what? And the venue was even bigger. They outgrew the Renaissance in Woodbridge. Now it's at the Showboat in Atlantic City.
Oh, cool.
September 22nd to the 23rd. And just give you an idea of who's going to be there. First of all, you got Lita Ford, you got Rudy Sarzo, you got Dee Snider, Cassandra Peterson, who everyone knows as Elvira.
Right.
William Daniels.
William Daniels is why I'm going.
Yeah, he's like 92, dude.
You got me. You got me at Lita Ford.
You know,
Lita Ford's just the icing on it.
She is very.
Yeah.
I met her many years. She's sweetest.
She's just a glazed donut on a cake.
Linda Blair is going to be there. Marky Ramone, Kevin Nash, the wrestler, Scott Hall, William Catt, the greatest American hero.
Nice.
So it's going to be a really great show. They put on a really terrific event.
When is it?
It's September 22nd and 23rd at the Showboat in Atlantic City.
What days are those?
Let's go.
I would assume
Probably a weekend.
Sunday, probably.
yeah, a weekend. And if you want tickets, get them now because they're going to go quick.
Yeah, they always sell out.
www.njhorrorcon.com is the website. Check it out.
Yay!
And they're adding new people all the time on this thing. So, and it's just a fun time, and you get to see people that you like. William Daniels is the big deal for me.
That's
you know
for me. That's going to be the big deal. I mean, the voice of Kit.
because I have the Knight Rider car, so
Yeah.
you know me. I'm going to bring it and sign it.
I mean, he's the voice of Kit. He's the creepy uncle from Blue Lagoon. He's the greatest principal / teacher ever on Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World.
Ask her about that.
Yeah.
And Steve Jarrett said he's proud to have Animal House Radio live on Q-Star 101.9.
Thank you,
Q-Star
Steve.
FM.
Steve
the
will be up.
internet rock station.
He'll be up here in late
Yeah.
September. He's gonna be coming
We
to the show.
can't wait.
You know what?
And guess what? You have an open door.
I like
And if Viv can,
We have a
like,
picture.
take pictures of it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We have a picture of all the open doors.
Yeah.
Just I want to mention some other things. The freestyle show at Vibe is July 21st. I gotta find the flyer for that. 1 second. It's July 21st at
Talk
Vibe
amongst yourselves.
Nightclub. Yeah, just talk
We
amongst
never finished the first question.
Yeah, well, start with that. Start with your inquiring minds, Gisela.
Well,
We already did.
Dave already did his.
We already did. You interrupted the
You
answers
know what?
with
I
the
was laughing
plugs.
because while you interrupted, then Steve started laughing because you said it's my time, and then you just chimed
No,
in.
see, that was a short shine, wasn't it?
Wasn't it great?
Yeah.
Short shine.
Short shine.
I knew a kid like that.
Shoe shine.
Yeah.
Get your
Shoe
shine
shine.
box.
Short shoe shine.
Are you looking for their flyer here?
Yeah, you want to read that for the show? So July 21st at Vibe.
Where's Vibe located?
Vibe is in Hazlet, New Jersey.
Yes.
Oh.
And
Exit 117.
It's 2870 New Jersey, 35 Hazlet, New Jersey.
07730.
And the doors open at 9. Show starts at 10:30.
Our doors are already open.
Yeah, we don't have to.
We have an open door for everybody at the Vibe Lounge.
If you order your tickets, and you mention Bella, keyword Bella, you save $5.
Oh wow!
And
Oh,
it's
look
gonna
at
be
that.
So
it's gonna be featuring Niobe, who's a friend of ours. We met her many years ago.
Wow,
She's
I
very
haven't
nice.
heard her in years.
Yeah, very nice. I have the pictures I have to send you. You took with Corey Day at the headline.
yeah, he's holding out, Dave.
She related
He's
to Lucky
holding out.
Day?
I don't know, but Dusty Bottoms.
Sunshine
And
Day.
Mickey chimed in and he said, "Thanks for having me on your show."
Oh,
He
anytime.
did a great
Mickey-
job.
When did Mickey leave?
Because he's so fine.
You know what I forgot to ask?
I didn't even see Mickey leave.
You know what I
Bye,
forgot?
Mick!
You know what I forgot to ask Daphne Reed? She was in the disco group, the Whispers.
That's
She was in
right.
the video. It's a love thing. Remember that song? It's
yeah.
a love thing.
No.
So
So Ed, what's something that you miss?
This question.
Those cupcakes?
You didn't miss any, man.
No, they were good.
Oh God.
You, Carlo, what did you
yeah.
miss?
And
What
I
did you
miss Shay.
Uh,
Bye,
Yeah,
Shay!
I miss Shay.
I miss
too.
Shay.
Me too.
If he was twins, it'd be Touche.
I got well, this should be obvious for me.
Shay.
The 80s.
Oh, you missed the whole. You missed the whole
missed
decade.
The whole decade. Everything about it, the clothing, the music, just the.
I could do
I
without
guess
the
life
Shoulder
wasn't
pads,
as
the hair.
life wasn't as tough as it is. You know what I'm
The
saying? It was
hairnet.
like
Tote
ignorance
bag,
is bliss.
Aquanet.
I graduated basic training in the 80s, so.
Yeah.
Basically.
That was Dave. Let me ask you that period? Was that the best time of your life, you figure?
The weekends.
No, but it was a very good period of my life. Yes, the week. Actually, no, not until after because we didn't get any weekends
Well,
off.
was it a light period or a heavy period?
A very heavy flow.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Especially after I broke my hymen on the roller coaster.
Well, it has its ups and downs.
Yes.
Well, as long as you're sure it wasn't a miscarriage.
No.
No, but I went shopping for Wheels for One.
When I was in the service, when I was stationed in Washington D.C., I came home every weekend on military standby for $11.
Yeah.
So every weekend I had a ball. I had to get back on Monday.
Hey, that's funny because I come home every weekend for free.
See?
So what do you miss, Paul?
I miss playing baseball, being a kid, and being in a band.
And
Right.
flying for $11.
Yeah, really.
Actually, you know what it was?
On the
when I was in, it
weekends.
was 15. It went up to 15 by the 80s.
Well, let me ask you a question, Paul. I mean, you're a talented musician. What's stopping you from doing another project with another band?
I've got time for it. I've got the patience for it.
But
The
you
money
say you
wouldn't be a
missed
good-
it, but how could you not have...
I miss it. I don't want to do it again. I had a great time. I'd like to do it again, but at that age.
But
I wouldn't want
usually
to do it
you
now.
don't miss things that are a pain in the ass, is what I'm saying, or you don't have...
I just don't. First of all, I wouldn't.
Well, you're not. Well, we're not young like we used to be. so-
Exactly. So I haven't. That ever passed. It was fun. I had a great time
No,
doing
but
it.
even doing like one-off, like with another band or something,
No,
like a
I have no desire to.
No.
No.
Because I
No.
know you love to sing any chance you get.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I can still do that without
And
a
he
band.
does it
I don't need
now.
a band for that.
No, but I mean, you like the whole thing of performing for people.
It's
you
nice
know?
having a band behind you.
He
Sure.
still performs.
Yeah, exactly. I still do it.
And he
One-
still sings.
Every Wednesday night right here on
That's
HamiltonRadio.net.
What do you think? In all seriousness, Paul?
Yeah, I am being serious.
What do you get a better high from? Performing
Cookies.
comedy or performing music?
Two different highs. Comedy is you get that thing from the audience. You get that. You're making them laugh. It's a symbiotic thing. They're laughing. You're laughing. You're having a great
interacting,
time.
right.
Music is electric. You're tapped into the universe. Ain't nothing. When I played at Central Park in front of 60,000 people, you cannot explain that to anybody. That feeling.
That's
You're
true.
tapped into
yeah.
the earth. You're tapped into the vibe.
Well,
That was
music
a
is
different thing
universal.
entirely. Music is different than comedy.
I know
Different.
you. I know you once said that music is universal, but comedy isn't.
No, it's not. Everybody has different sense of humor.
Right.
Music. Everybody. I played when my wife and I went on a honeymoon to Martinique. No one spoke English. Everybody spoke for different countries, spoke different languages. If I did a song on the piano, they sang. They knew it phonetically. They sang
knew
all
it,
the
yeah,
words.
'cause
They
it
didn't know
was
what they were singing.
It transcended
They
language.
knew the songs.
The language barrier. Yeah.
Yeah, music is universal all the way. Everybody loves music.
I miss being young and confident and like feeling like invincible. That feeling.
You still are
You know?
young and
No, but I feel like when
Compared
I
to
was
us.
younger, I felt like I could conquer the world, and I think a lot of people do. So it's kind of like they say the youth is wasted on the young.
Right.
So
Right.
that's a true fact.
Yeah, but you can't think that. You can't think in terms of numbers in your head. Age is just chronological.
Well, it's true. Age is just a number.
It
but
is. It's just chronological. You have to. If you
It's
want to
just
do
a
something,
social
do
construct.
it. If you want to do something, you just do it.
Just do it like Nike, huh?
Also, I want to add, besides the 80s, I miss the gym. I really
Yeah.
do, because I was...
Jim who?
Jim who? Yeah, I was going to say.
Jim, I met
Delacus?
Jim,
Jim,
Shue,
I met
yeah,
him
Jim
Friday
Delacus,
night in
Jim
San
Delacus.
Hey,
Francisco.
Jim Delacus calling. Carlo
miss him
misses
No,
you.
it's Slim Jim he's talking about.
Yeah,
Oh.
Slim Jim.
Snap into it.
Slim Wimpman.
Sausage.
So okay, so let's go up.
Did everybody answer that question? The
No.
first
Yeah.
one?
Come
You did.
back, Shay.
He didn't really
Hey,
answer.
What?
it.
He said
What do
my
you miss?
cupcakes.
I miss Shay.
No, what do you really
Shay.
No,
miss?
come on.
I
seriously.
do miss Shay. Just because you don't miss Shay.
No,
You know,
said cupcakes.
I spoke
thought
to
you
Shay
missed
the other
Tesla.
day.
I'll be honest, I don't miss anything.
No.
I miss absolutely
Here-
nothing.
There comes
No
the
meals,
complaint.
no
way you-
snacks.
No.
You didn't miss the bus.
He definitely
I
took
missed
a
the
bus, I
bus.
got a
He
car.
missed the
You
bus.
you missed the
She
ride.
missed the bus.
I missed the
And all the
bus.
little
You missed the
Auntie
bus.
Meridian, Uncle Meridian, all the little Meridians.
You don't miss.
We
the,
all missed the bus.
You don't miss
Well,
the
one thing
opportunity.
you know, one thing he hasn't missed is
I
the
know he
meal.
missed definitely the double Dutch bus. I know.
Yeah,
he
you're
missed that.
slimming down too over there, chunk of bot.
Take it easy there, Bruce Lee, with a thyroid condition.
Bruce Lee left.
All right.
All right, next question.
What 5 things make you laugh out loud?
Can it just be things? Does it have to be 5 things?
Well,
So just come up with
there
what you
are
got.
5 things. Just
You don't have
say
5
whatever.
things in your life that make you laugh out loud.
I don't.
there's a lot of things that
That's
make
why I
Carlo
filled out
laugh
my
out
sheet
loud.
early.
I'm going to tell you.
Gisela, Ed, Paul, Carlos, Shay.
There
I'm
you
gonna,
go.
I'm
There's
gonna
5
tell
right
you
there.
a funny.
What did I
story.
answer?
Saturday.
shit. That's funny.
What did I answer? Go ahead, tell him.
Dave, whatever you said, he answered. Seriously.
I
Word
wrote
for
down
word.
the exact same thing you just said.
All right, so I got a funny question for you. Funny question. A funny story. Me and Steve Keller went to see the Poison concert.
This is
and-
before you were mad at him.
Yes, before he was mad at me. And I tell you what, Poison, every time I see them, Bret Michaels is a tremendous showman. And
That made you laugh out loud?
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
There
he was
a
mad at
lady-
you?
Now I'm not laughing at the fact that there was a lady next to me in a handicapped scooter.
And that made you laugh.
No. She had her husband next to her.
And he pushed her over.
No, I'm sitting.
'Cause that's funny.
I'm sitting next to her in a chair, and she's trying to communicate with me. I didn't think she could talk too well. She's trying to tell me that I guess her daughter or someone was sitting down lower, and she was trying to see, so she asked me to move back. So I moved back. So now during the concert, me and Steve were enjoying ourselves, and she's trying to talk to her husband, and I don't know if she couldn't talk or something, and I shouldn't even laugh. It's not funny. And he doesn't know what she wants. She's trying to communicate with him, and he must have had a few beers in him.
Right.
And he didn't say it in a bad way. He's sitting in a chair and goes, "What do you want?"
He was frustrated.
I swear to God, I'm not making fun of handicap, but just his frustration made me pee my pants.
I love making fun of handicapped
Hence him laughing out loud at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Out of
I
nowhere.
don't know why, but I laugh out loud in my sleep. I don't know if it's repressed
He just
during
cracks
the day.
up.
You're watching.
like
You're probably
an
seeing something in your
animated
dreams.
dog. He's like,
No, like
that's how he laughs.
no, with my son Dante, when he started going exit.
Well, that's like that's
see?
that's like
There
the
he
joke.
goes.
That's like the joke. The guy's at the bar. He falls off the bar stool. This guy's flagged.
No.
And the guy said, "We'll take him home. We'll take him home." So I bring him
Oh,
home.
it's a family show.
They take him
Oh,
out.
you said flag.
They take him out. They take him out of the bar. He falls down on the curb. They pick him up. They put him in the cab. He falls down before he gets in the cab. They put him in the cab. They drive him home. He falls out of the cab. They bring him to the door and he falls down. They pick him up again. Then ring the doorbell. The wife comes out and goes, "Where's his wheelchair?"
That's funny.
Now, see, like stupid jokes like that don't make me laugh. Like I was listening to Free Beer and Hot Wings, and they were talking. They did a joke about Helen Keller. What did Helen Keller get for Christmas? And the answer is polio, because she has everything else. And it just made me laugh. And like stupid stuff. The TV show Frasier, I peed my pants.
A bag of dicks.
When Louis C.K. did his
like that.
bit about a bag of dicks, if you watch that, the Dean Martin roast, watching Charlie Callis, and any kind of blooper reels, I'll just start cracking.
Joey Cola.
There was Joey Cole. Oh my God, I was in tears.
Porn
I was
blooper reels?
I was listening to Howard Stoney. Howard
Stoney.
Stern.
Stoney. What the hell's Harold Stone?
Stoney in love.
What the hell's Harold Stoney?
I'm stoned. I'm like Darlene Renas
my
on them
God.
pills again.
And he's naturally high.
And I was listening to Howard Stern, and he was talking about Johnny Carson's manager, the bombastic. He can't say bombastic bushkin, and he's trying to get it out. It's one of those things that strikes me. It goes right, just like the one where you listen to the John Cena. You know how you go nuts over that
That's
when you
funny.
listen to that
Yeah.
prank call? It just gets to me like that.
Yeah, I have a lot of things that make me laugh like that too. I like anything the Marx Brothers do. I laugh out loud, big time. Abbott and Costello, always laugh at that.
Abbott and Costello, 13 times 7 equals 28.
Oh, 13 times 7.
Paul has
28.
many layers of laughter. There's chuckle, and then there's the one where he's like, like he's losing his breath. Like
And
when he
my favorite contemporary comedian of all time, contemporary. I mean, one that's, around our Otto and George used to make me laugh so hard.
Out of all the locals, the people that we
make me
know
laugh.
of.
Yeah, I would hurt the next day from laughing so hard that night. If he
Well,
was
you
in
said
town,
that
I
you
was
also
off.
the when Jonathan Winters destroys the garage.
That's on my list. That's never on there. That's definitely one of my favorite scenes. Also, the scene in the sleepwalking scene in Step Brothers when they're just bringing everything in, the Christmas presents,
saw
the
that. I
Christmas
gotta see that
tree.
one. I gotta see that.
Oh, that one scene kills me.
That's funny.
What does the yellow light mean?
What does the yellow
See,
light
stuff
mean?
like- exactly.
Slow
That
down.
is hysterical. That's one of the best TV moments of
Oh,
all
yeah.
time.
That's one of the best. Yes, I have to agree. We got to do a poll on it. Best sitcom moment and see what or just
There's a lot of good ones.
I was watching an episode of Frasier the other day, and the brother was trying to iron his pants, so he leaves the iron on the pants, and then he cuts himself trying to do something.
And he faints.
And he looks at it, and he's like he has no manliness in him. He looks at it, and he just faints on the couch, and just the way he did it was so funny. Like he was like a little sissy.
Pants burn. He throws the thing on the sofa that catches on fire.
And that's
And then she sees me laughing. We're watching TV. I watched The Big Bang Theory, and some of it is like a little.
I'm sorry.
On the
Here we
intellectual
go.
side, but it's hysterical, and the
Here comes the
stupidest things
nerd.
make me laugh. She'll even say, "Why? That wasn't that funny. Why are you laughing?"
Women don't laugh the same thing guys laugh at mostly.
Well, Carlo,
they usually wait for us to drop
Carlo
our
is a
pants.
big nerd. I mean, he doesn't want to admit it, but he is.
I am not a nerd.
Oh, yes, he is.
I am.
And he plays
you
with
are
dolls.
100% nerd. He plays with a lot of dolls and himself. No.
I don't. They're not.
Hey,
fucking-
now.
They're collectibles. They're not dolls.
Sex dolls are not collectible.
Do you have a Barbie in your collection?
It's a bit. He has Barbie and Ken.
That's a doll.
That's a doll.
It's
Thank
in a
you.
collection. It's not in my toy chest at the foot of my bed.
Oh,
Paul.
but it's definitely
Might
in
as
a
well
chest.
Gene, you shut the hell up over there. Okay.
If I'm at home and the police break it,
At least my T-shirts are clean.
Oh, shush.
if the police break into my house and I have a whole 100 joints on my table and they arrest me, I say, officer, it's a collection.
Yeah, now you know.
And yeah, it's the Tommy. Tell him it's the Tommy Chong collection.
It's the collection. That's it.
It's a Cheech and Chong's collection.
All right, who's
Ed's next.
Ed?
Yeah.
All right.
What about? It's the other one we joke about all the time here. Aristophanes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Oh my God!
The password episode.
Yeah, password episode is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Know what other one I love from that show? The Joe Namath episode.
Oh yeah.
Where Felix takes away the microphone. He's scrambling with the dexterity of a lizard.
And then Howard Cosell. I'll just recap
the last 4
5
plays
minutes.
right after these messages.
You want to know something about the Odd Couple? It was one of the funniest sitcoms,
great
and
show.
it was never in the top 10 in the ratings at all.
Most best shows weren't really big when they first came out either.
And you notice the ones that did really good were only on for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they had that like the Munsters was only 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Honeymooners only
39
years.
40
episodes.
episodes.
Yeah.
And then you had the Lost episode.
Well, that was from the Cavalcade of Comedy. That wasn't from their show itself.
Well, did you
It
ever
was a
see the
sketch.
Jackie Gleason interview on Carson?
Yeah.
Coming out and saying, he goes, look, we were out of ideas.
Yeah.
He goes, I wasn't going to ruin the show by just redoing and rehashing stuff. He goes, we were out of ideas, and that was it.
Oh, I think they could have went on.
They could have.
I think they could have, but
don't forget it was live. You couldn't.
Yeah.
You couldn't. You didn't have days to tape it. They did it live every week. You can only write so fast. I don't care how many writers you got.
Yeah, like the one where Red Fox and Sanford and Son, where Lamont gets a speeding ticket and he takes Fred to court with him to fight the ticket.
yes.
But he used a word that you can't use
He used the
anymore.
N-word on TV.
Yeah,
Back
he
then,
did.
I'm saying that. You get away with that on TV.
And he's throwing the judge. He says,
yeah.
He says to the judge, "Look at all these in here," and he goes, "It's like a." He says, "You can make a Tarzan movie," and it was just the name of the
Yeah,
episode
you couldn't get
was
away with that stuff.
Yeah.
what about with the Mexican guy? How fast are you going? 45 miles an hour? Why were you in the left lane going 45 miles an hour? That's as fast as my car goes.
That was great, though. That's funny.
Oh my God.
You have any more? Things that make you laugh out loud. You did 3 so far.
The honeymooners when
Yeah.
I'm calling Bellevue because you're nuts. I die with that.
She had the greatest straight face.
Even the one,
she
you
really
know what
did.
I like? I love the main
The Hucklebuck.
zingers, but there's always them little secondary when he was the
Right.
Christmas episode when he was trying to light the thing. He goes, "Alice, stop buying cheap matches."
Yeah.
The stupidest comments he would
Or when
make.
he was
Well, that's probably because
trying
it
to
was live
skate.
and it wasn't supposed to be in there.
Right.
Which just made it that much funnier.
Well, Paul told me that when Ed used to go like this, that means he was forgetting his lines.
Yeah, that's because his father used to. He said the first time they did it, he couldn't remember his lines, and he flashed back to his father when he looked at his report card. They'd fix his cuffs. He'd look at the light, go like this. He would never get to it. And he said, I forgot my lines. I started doing it. So after that point,
will you come on?
He hit him in the
Will
back,
you?
and that became a regular thing. But that's why he did it the first time. 'Cause he remembers
still
them.
can't get
But
over
he had his
that
lines
guy.
written on the tablecloth. He had lines, everything. And Jack Gleason never rehearsed anything.
I
Just
still
went-
can't get over that guy at Saturday night, though. He wasn't yelling at her, but he was getting frustrated. He's just sitting there in a chair, and you could tell he's about 4 beers in, and he's like, "What do you want?"
There he goes, the laughing hyena.
How about you, Gisela?
Only on Animal House Radio. I think Impractical Jokers, like
I
for
love that
now,
show.
it is
Good
so
show.
freaking
That's
funny.
the funniest I ever
And
seen her laugh
The
when she
funniest,
watches
I mean,
that.
like when they're in the supermarket and they're like putting balloons behind people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Girls
You know, my
walking
favorite thing on
around.
that show was the punishment for Joe when he had to be Aladdin.
Oh my
Aladdin in the
God.
play, and they have on the things and they're smashing them into all the set. And
All the punishments are like,
Oh, the
oh
man,
my
what they do
God,
to
they're
each other is
hysterical.
horrible.
And I love when people get scared. I love pranks.
Yeah, I like pranks too.
What about Startled?
Oh my God, I love when the girl's like in the elevator and she just comes out.
Yeah, or the one with the coffin in the elevator where the body falls out.
I like the one where they're at the bus stop and there's like there's a picture of Child's Play Chucky.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's people at the bus stop and then the guy comes out dressed as Chucky and just starts chasing.
He goes right through the thing. Yeah.
It's hysterical.
And I know I shouldn't have watched this when I was younger, but when I was younger, I thought Benny Hill was so funny.
I love Benny Hill. I love Benny Hill. He wrote everything on that show. The music.
I
everything.
never knew that they only made 12 episodes of that show.
Yeah, well, yeah. He was
And I think also Three's Company, John Ritter was like.
John Ritter was
oh
a great
my
physical
God.
comedian.
Comedy alone.
You know, and I really did laugh so hard the first time I ever saw Vic DiPotato.
Yeah,
I have
What
to say.
about Candid Camera? Speaking about like Impractical Jokers, like
That
the
was
original.
like the original, yeah.
Here is Maury Amsterdam coming down.
Yeah, that was the first prank show.
I love any kind of blooper. That was one of the things I put. Any kind of blooper reels.
Even
I
the,
love
when you're talking about
watching.
the prank stuff, I like even the Mexican one. I know, I mean, the Spanish guy. I don't even know what he's saying, but I
know.
love his laugh.
Name something a pool table and a men's pair of pants have in common.
And this is gonna sound,
Pockets. Stretch that out.
This is gonna sound really mean, but when Carlo was in the hospital and he had
That's
a
always
swollen,
funny. That is funny.
You had a swollen lip. He looked like Will Smith in movie Hitch.
Yeah, she's putting it on Facebook. I'm all blown up. I had an
That was
allergic
so
reaction
funny.
or something.
I was videoing him. I was like, "That's funny." The nurse was like, "You got to videotape him." He was just really out there.
She's definitely a sadist.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody likes when someone falls on the ice. I mean, it's funny.
That is funny.
People walk into a glass
Happens,
door.
you know?
I mean,
She was watching her phone one
Well,
day.
you laughed at me when I bumped into the.
Sure, why wouldn't you?
No, she
glass.
went into the mall.
Yeah.
And she's looking. You know how they have like jewelry
glass
stores.
cases, yeah.
And she went. She goes, "Ooh, I like that necklace." And she went to go look down. I'm like, there's glass in between the necklace that you're looking at. She cracked her head on the glass.
the first time my kids were like around 3 or 4 years old, my twins, we went and stayed at the Showboat. We had a suite, and we go in the room. Now, Allie is always competitive with Brittany. She has to get the best room. So she looked to the left and goes, "Oh, I want that room." And she runs. It was a mirror. It's a mirror closet. She banged off the thing.
Oh my God.
And we were all hysterical. She didn't get hurt. We just thought it was the funniest thing. She wanted to be the first one in the room.
You sure she wasn't downstairs at the Howard Johnson's trying to get in the other room?
Good man.
Oh my God.
I came home one day and she's on her phone and she's watching. You know how sometimes you have the video feed and all these videos come up? She's watching a guy pretending he's a zombie eating the guts out of somebody, and these people are coming around the corner and they see it, and then the guy starts chasing them. She is in tears.
I'm sorry, that's funny. How about Chucky? He's on a poster and they're
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
waiting for the bus.
Yeah.
He just comes out.
Crashing through the poster. Yeah.
And these people are running for their life.
I like when the terrorists walk by.
Oh my
guys
God,
dressed
with
as
the
terrorists.
bomb.
They leave the bag and
they
runs
just,
away.
They just throw a duffel bag and run, and you just see people scatter.
That is so funny.
My son Dante.
Somebody's going to get killed doing that one of these days, though. Someone's going to have a gun and shoot
That'll
somebody.
be even funnier.
It's funny.
I saw that with one of the clown ones. The clown came out like in a runway.
Yes.
And this black kid pulled out a gun.
Yeah.
And he put it up against the guy's head, and the kid got all scared.
That's the problem when you do pranks, man. You
Yeah.
you do it to the wrong person.
My son Dante was watching YouTube. He's, that's all the kids are into YouTube, and he's like,
We got to get on that YouTube.
he's watching this thing called Smack Cam.
Oh,
these
yeah.
people just
I've
go
seen that.
around.
That
Smack
kid-
him.
That's annoying. That guy's annoying.
No, he just
Oh,
puts the
there's a
shaving.
lot of people that do it, yeah.
And we did it to Dante. And I felt so bad because I didn't know if he was gonna laugh or cry. I got a little shaving whipped cream and I put it. And I go Smack Cam, and I went, and he went.
He was actually manned up. He manned up. He didn't cry. He was holding back the tears, but he wanted to cry.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
No.
There's a guy that actually gets people pissed off. He does all kinds of crazy things like that. It's not funny. It's kind of like it's really scary shit he does to people.
No, but these guys will
Someone's gonna
just
have a heart
walk
attack
by
one of
with
these
somebody
days.
and just go smack him.
Yeah,
and go,
I know. That's a different thing entirely. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's.
But
funny.
it was, you know what I'm talking about, right there.
Oh, my son used to watch it. He used to be big on Vine also.
Right.
That's where it started. Vines, yeah.
How about the guy does? How about the guy? The young kid does a thing on YouTube. It's a Facebook Live thing or something like that. It's called Story Time.
Oh.
And he goes, and she went to whatever the person's doing. He's narrating it like a story.
Oh, really? I didn't see
And
that. I
people
gotta
are looking,
check
what
that
the fuck
out.
are you doing?
No, that's funny. I like that.
Oh my God.
Well, Story Time.
Story Time.
And he has that voice like he's narrating a story.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
All right, now the last one we gotta do, or
So okay, put your music on shuffle. Name 6 songs that are a must-have.
That's
So while you guys
Traveling Wilburys,
Go ahead.
Wu-Tang Clan.
That's not a song.
the mystery of the chess boxing.
Yeah, Mystery
It's on
of
a
Chess
shuffle.
Boxing. I don't know.
Well, to name 6 songs would be hard. If
it doesn't have to be songs.
Pretty
It could be
easy.
albums because you're putting
No,
it
it
on
says
shuffle.
6 songs.
So
If I'm listening to like an iPod or something, it's gonna be heavy metal.
Montevani's greatest hits.
It's gonna be anything heavy metal because I'm most likely if I have that on, I'm working out. So anything Poison, Motley Crue,
Zamfir, Master of the Pan Flute.
Metallica. What the hell is that song?
One.
No.
I guess it's not that
Sanitarium.
good.
2.
No, besides Sanitarium, that's
3.
Damaging.
Oh shit.
While you're thinking,
called
Sharon
those
I got a
said
brain fart. Holy shit.
Damage
It's
Incorporated.
got an idyllic memory.
he has an eidetic memory. You just don't know what happened. Well, Sharon Priscilla said she said, "Wish You Were Here."
Trapped Under Ice.
Pink Floyd, Free Bird,
I hate Free Bird.
National Anthem, and Kate Smith.
Oh, I got it. Exit Sandman.
Enter Sandman.
Enter Sandman. Yeah.
Well, it depends which way you're going.
Yeah.
We have an open door, so it doesn't
Enter
matter.
Sandman.
It's revolving.
The Mariano Rivera song.
Yeah.
Was that cool? His last performance?
Yeah, when they
performing
came out and
live?
played for him,
They're
yeah.
playing in center field.
Shoot the Thrill, AC/DC, anything high energy.
Big Balls, AC/DC.
No, not for working out. It's got to be high. It's got to be Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. Stuff like that.
He's really
Justify My
heavy
Love
metal.
by Madonna.
Rat, You're in Love. I like that song.
Okay, none of that is heavy metal, just for the record.
Yes, it is.
Cow Seals, Rain in the
it's
Park,
not.
and other
It's
things.
glam. It's glam metal. It's not real
it's
metal.
metal.
Anything
No,
by
it's not.
BOC.
Well, what he listens to is extreme metal.
It's real metal.
Is real metal.
He listens to one heavy band over.
Really?
He likes Guar
thinks
also.
he's a-
Really? I listen to one heavy band. What planet do you live on?
Name one other band besides Overkill.
Sacred Steel, Bohemian Rhapsody, not Bohemian Rhapsody, Rhapsody of Fire.
Rhapsody's great.
Rhapsody.
I listen
Man
to
of War,
Rammstein.
Overkill.
I listen to Rammstein, Halloween, all that stuff.
I listen to Halloween too. What's your point?
Dawkins.
Halloween's not even that heavy.
I listen to Helen Reddy.
I dress up for Halloween.
Dawkins, Striker.
Majesty.
I listen to Mastodon. I listen to all
He
that stuff.
masturbates all the time.
He does.
On Halloween.
Apparently so.
I heard he's a master at it.
All these go
He's
play
very-
with this stuff. All these can go rhyme.
go
your
rhyme.
stuff.
Night Ranger. I rock out to Night Ranger.
Really, Dave? You too?
Damn Yankees.
Sister Christian, you're the only one.
A2 Brute.
It's metal. It may not be death
All
metal,
right,
but it's metal.
so
Mine,
it's-
mine's
it's got
easy.
the spot. Go.
Judas
Wait, I
Priest.
got mine. Oh,
He's
My
not
love
done.
for
You can do
you
yours,
is
go ahead.
ticking
Oh.
clock berserker.
I have
I
mine.
thought you were doing the way out news. Okay, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I was waiting for your
No,
list.
go ahead, do it.
You're next in line.
Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
It's
Yes, it
okay.
does.
Come on, Paul.
Okay,
Okay,
Battle
from
Hymns
the-
by Man
okay.
of War.
Okay.
Hail and Kill by Man of War. I Hate by Overkill. The Trooper by Iron Maiden. Witch's Ride by Sacred Steel. And Back to School by Skato.
I thought you said he didn't like heavy metal. It's not like all heavy metal songs to me.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I didn't say he didn't like it, but he makes it sound like that. Just because it's different metal, it's metal.
It's not different metal. It's not metal.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You want to hear my
You
favorite?
guys just call that metal because you want to say, "Oh, I listen to heavy metal. I listen to Motley Crue."
Dude, I was
You'll never
listening
hear
What
to-
did you say?
You'll
I'm
never
like-
hear me bragging about that.
Are you gonna say Black Sabbath's not heavy metal?
No.
Okay, then you're deranged.
All right.
Yes,
Okay,
I know.
Paul.
You're wearing a Def Leppard shirt telling me about
Pal,
heavy
Pal,
metal.
you next.
It
But
don't
he-
matter. It's what I
You wanna
like.
you want to hear my
You
favorite?
can like it all you want. It doesn't make it heavy metal.
It is. It's
It's not metal.
It's,
Anyone who thinks that metal is gay.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
You
then
want,
you're
you want to hear
gay.
my favorite sound?
And you know what else? I just wanted to interrupt Paul again.
Here's my favorite sound. My favorite sound.
Oh, so he's annoying you. So now you got to turn your guns on me now.
Okay, go.
When you're in a
next.
hotel room, this is the next room.
If this thing ain't fucking oiled when we come back, I'm not doing a show. Okay, I'm telling you right
That's
Okay,
it.
my
We're
s-
shutting down the whole show until that
now.
gets
Andrew, run out and
greased.
get 3-in-1 oil.
My 6 songs. Here we go.
Go ahead,
From
Paul.
Led Zeppelin, "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You" and the Immigrant Song. From the Beatles, "Penny Lane" and "If I Fell." From the Who, "Bargain," and from Aerosmith, "Lovin' in an Elevator."
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's it.
Love is a battlefield.
It is. I heard that.
By Joan Jett.
Yeah. Back out to that at the gym.
He was fucking me up that time we went to see
Pat
Joan Jett
Benatar.
in Boston. And he's like, "Oh yeah, Pat Benatar." He's throwing this to the front.
That was funny.
Woo, Love is a battlefield next. Come on.
Did you do your list, Dave?
Yes.
What? I didn't hear it. What was it?
I did Traveling Wilburys, Wu-Tang Clan,
Right. That's
He named
2.
albums. Yeah.
Stevie B,
Oh, see, now he's playing.
Noel.
Stevie Bay.
No.
Damn Yankees.
Judy Torres.
Whatever Lola
Little
was.
Susie.
Little Susie.
Lola
Keep it
gets.
in Staten Island.
He does Broadway show tunes.
Oh my God.
Montavani's greatest hits.
The theme song to Three's Company.
Zamfir, Master of the Pan
Coming
Flute.
knocking at door.
I got Cypress Hill,
Hated that
Daddy
song.
Yankee, Pitbull, Biggie Smalls, all stuff that Carlo hates.
That'd be an enjoyable ride.
I like Pitbull stuff. I can't.
No,
say
you
that.
can't. You
No,
can't
I
listen
love
to that
pitbull
with Carlo
fights.
in
They're
the
so
car.
much fun. I won money last time.
I'm like Froggy.
What are
I'm
you,
like
Michael
Frog-
Vick?
Speaking of winning money, let's go. Let's all go to the Monmouth and start betting on sports.
Wait, can I add a song to my list?
No.
No, I'm gonna add a song. Right.
This is actually Carlo's favorite song. And this is heavy metal.
Like a virgin.
This is the birth of heavy metal.
If I close my eyes forever.
This is the birth of heavy metal.
Oh, now you're gonna get shut off. Oh my God! See, gay and nerdy.
My name.
The Brady Bunch.
Everybody.
That's heavy metal.
I tell you what, it's heavier than Def Leppard.
Everybody smile. Sunshine, yay.
That is
It's
weird.
time to change.
Marsha. And applesauce.
It's time
More
to
drops and
change.
applesauce.
Go for a walk outside now. Something knows my name.
He's calling me.
Gotta get out.
Gotta get out. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Get away. Get away. Get away.
Right there, right now, Ed's going. I wish I could get away from this song.
I like it better than anything from like Motley Crue.
Can you imagine the shell shock
Now,
you
what?
put me in?
Seriously, what do you have against Motley Crue?
Their music sucks.
They do not. They're
They're
legendary.
terrible. So Britney Spears is legendary. Doesn't make it good music.
Oops,
I don't
he
like
did it
Britney
again.
Spears.
Neither do I.
I think she's a
We all think that.
a bar rat.
OMG.
What's your point?
You just lost
So wait,
10
now,
more listeners.
now we can't rock out to Demi Lovato is what I'm hearing.
Now you got it.
Isn't she in a rehab?
God willing.
Something
I hope
Yeah,
so.
she relapsed again.
Good for her.
I'm so sad.
They said that Lindsay Lohan went to a rehab and she found Jesus.
He was at rehab?
No, it was
Well, no, he was the gardener.
No, he was he was her latest drug
Yeah, but
dealer.
Trump had
No.
him. Trump had him deported.
He
wasn't a gardener. He was the carpenter.
No, he was her.
I thought he was a shoemaker.
No, he was her drug dealer. It was actually Jesus. All right, so what do we got?
No, she's doing. She's living in Dubai most of the time now, Lindsay.
Where's she living?
In Dubai.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
She Dubai? She Dubai?
Hold on, Gisela. Let me get you.
Hold on, Gisela.
Are you
Hold
ready
on.
for the? Wait.
Riddle me this.
Wait, hold on. I didn't do it right.
Oh, do it right.
Rain and I are not taking over the...
Riddle me this!
Oh, God, this is Pinky.
What?
I have no idea what the other ones were.
Yeah,
but-
really.
Oh wait, here we go.
Oh, God, this is Pinky of Pinky the Brain. And when Brain and I are not taking over the world, we listen to Animal House Radio on the Hamilton Radio Network. Nerds. Hello, genius listeners. Yakko Warner here. Listen, do you know the only show we listen to in the water tower on the Warner Brothers lot? That's right. Animal House Radio, right here on the Hamilton Radio Network. Turtle Power, this is Raphael of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Down here in the sewer, guess what we listen to while we're eating pizza? That's right. Animal House Radio, right here on the Hamilton Radio Network. Cowabunga!
Hi, this.
All right.
All right.
So
That was Ron Paulson, Ronnie Paulson, and Ron Paulson.
So same rules as last time, guys. Whoever's on Facebook Live, let's see if you could beat the animals. Okay, with the riddle.
That'd be hard to do.
So already ready?
You shouldn't say with Peter around. Beating the animals. That's not
What kind of tables have no legs?
nice. Table of contents.
Timetable.
Periodic table.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole bunch of tables.
There's a whole bunch of tables.
Table of
with no
contents.
legs.
You have to be technically correct in your answer.
We are technically.
Timetable.
We are. Periodic table has no legs.
Table of contents. has no
Periodical.
legs.
Multiplication table.
Periodical. Multiplication table.
We were all right.
You're all
We're
wrong.
all right.
That was
All right,
easy.
ready? Okay. When things go wrong, what can you always count on?
Your fingers.
Ah, fangulo.
Jesus.
What about your
Is that right?
toes?
Jesus.
Wow. Did you study for this test?
I
today?
study.
What if you don't have
I took my
fingers?
pap smear test.
Okay, ready?
Hey, wait. What if you lose your hands? Then you don't have fingers
Well,
anymore.
imagine Paul is on a roll. Hold on.
Toes.
Okay, if there are 15 crows on a fence
10.
and the farmer shoots a third of them, how many crows are left?
None. They all
10.
flew away.
Yeah.
There you go. 0.
Exactly.
Everybody's good.
As soon as
with
that gunshot, they're gone.
Wow. Okay. I'm used to bat.
I am used to bat.
I'm used to bat with, yet I never get hit. I'm near a ball, yet I never thrown. What am I?
A bat.
An Adam's apple.
The batter.
I used to bat. Is that what it is?
I am used to bat with.
I don't understand what that
Yet
means.
I never get hit.
It's
I
something
am
she
near a
uses.
ball.
I am used to bat with.
Yet it is never thrown.
She's talking
What am
as
I?
the thing itself. I am used to bat with.
Used, not used.
I'm used.
I'm used.
You got it in
like
front of
you.
you.
Two Utes.
Yeah, but you said I'm used. I'm used.
You're from New York. Come on,
Excuse
you gotta
me, what-
understand.
I am used.
What is a
to
U?
bat?
I'm sorry.
with.
I am used to bat.
What is a U?
used to
I'm
bat
sorry.
with.
The two U's.
Utes.
I am near.
I thought the tenses were all
Okay,
fucked
guys
up. I was
out
getting all
there on
confused.
Facebook, listen. I am used to bat with, yet I never get hit. I am near a ball, yet it's never thrown. What am I?
Hand.
My
So
dick.
you guys could guess.
My dick. Is that the right
Eyelashes.
word?
Very good, Carlo.
His
Holy
dick?
bejesus.
Eyelashes. When you bat your eyelashes.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, guys, you guys are losing Facebook. All right. Alex wants to go home but can't because the man in the mask is waiting for him. What is going on?
He's a baseball player and he's running into the umpire, the catcher.
Wow.
Yeah, it has to be a baseball.
That's an old one. I knew that.
has to be a
one.
baseball.
All right, sorry. Okay, ready? 6. What can you hold in your right hand but not in your left?
Well,
It depends.
I'm ambidextrous, so that's not true. Go on a double date.
That's how he's able to carry those speakers every
Your
week.
left hand.
Very good. Left hand, Ed got it.
All right.
Very good.
I got 4 out of 6. That's not bad.
That's
You
it.
did. You did good.
I think I
You're,
got 1.
you're good, kid. Now we could do the way the F out there.
Are we ready for that?
This early?
Yes, we're ready.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's 10:10. It's 20 after. 10 after.
We're not going to do news and traffic
Oh,
yet, are we?
unless
You have a
wanna-
friend? I'm not even buying that.
You want to call his friend?
Oh, we're
and
gonna
then
call his friend. Yeah, because
Yeah, I
you
just-
say he's just a friend.
All right, one second.
over
Let me
there.
just go over some. We got some show dates here that I want to make everybody aware of. July 21st, Vibe in Hazlet, New Jersey, featuring Naomi. NJ HorrorCon, September 22nd and 23rd at the Showboat in Atlantic City. July 6th at the Parks Casino, our good friend Ron White's going to be coming to town.
Yeah.
So we're going to be giving away tickets for that show.
We're going, right? We're going.
Oh, we're not going to be here next week, so we'd have to do it this
Are we
week.
going?
Yes, we are.
Good.
And July 15th at the PNC Art Center, Joan Jett and Sticks.
I thought she was with the Blackhearts.
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, yeah.
You said Joan Jett and the Sticks. How could Joan Jett be with the Sticks?
Pat Benatar
But
and
Pat Benatar's there.
When everybody starts dying, they just mesh together.
And July 26th at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Rick Springfield and Pat Benatar together.
Oh, that's a good show. Now, I thought, what do you call it, got bought out. Showboat is now the Hard Rock, isn't it? Didn't they get bought out?
No, it's two different things.
It's really hard.
No, I heard they got bought out. It's not the Showboat anymore.
Did you see the thing on the news where they spelled rhythm wrong on the guitar in front of the Hard Rock Cafe?
Oh, no.
Oh,
A 60-foot guitar, they ordered it, and somebody spelled the word rhythm wrong. They had to replace the whole thing. It was
The owner
on
of that company must be happy.
Oh, my God. Well, the company probably has to...
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
they have to
That's what I
replace
mean.
it.
So now they have no
I think-
rhythm.
yeah.
The people that made it, he's got to make another one.
Now there's no rhythm.
But they did have a soft open this week.
Yes, they did.
Watch out, Gene. I think Q's going to hit you.
I didn't even notice, but Howie Mandel's got a comedy club in here
Yeah.
now at the Hard Rock.
And
good.
Sean Morton, he did the soft open for him.
He's
right?
going to be, yeah.
He did it already.
All right, Gene, what's this guy's name? All right, get him on the phone.
We know
He's-
three people.
He's got exactly 4 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
What is he? What are we talking about?
Doesn't matter. Just say hello.
Hello, this is Paul.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
Tell him who you are.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna get an echo there. How you guys doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, do I sound that tri-state area?
No. It's just
Tri-state
No,
area.
we do.
No, we do. Yeah.
I hope I do.
Hey, Paul, I'd like you to meet
You
my
sound
friend Paul.
amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I was you know, it's funny. I was editing the Robert Carradine, and he goes, "Who's that, Gisela? Hey guys, can I talk to Gisela?" And so Gisela goes, "How you doing?" He goes, "A lot better now." Paul, this is my friend Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Right. Paul, meet Paul.
Paul, nice to meet you, Paul.
How you doing?
How are you? And
Good.
Daphne's on too.
Yes.
Yes, it was fun. Joining us now is a tremendous musician. His name is Paul Anthony. Please give him a nice round of applause.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I like that.
And Paul is actually
It's-
Paul. You do a radio show as well, right?
I have a radio show we had at Rutgers Radio called Mooch and Mata,
awesome.
and we decided to move over. I liked it. You hear a reaction? Oh, it's so cute. Everything sounds so tri-state. That's why I started this whole sentence off with "How you doing?"
How you
I already screwed up.
There you go. I heard you getting a show.
So
here,
I got
too.
yes.
Yeah,
we're getting a show. Speaking to the great man Gene, we're going to be coming on in a few weeks with our own show on Hamilton Radio, which I'm really excited about.
And tell people what it's going to be like. What the show's content's more or less.
It's going to be the same show, Mata?
It's kind of a modern day twist. Lots of news. There's a lot of politics and also a lot of music and local music. But let's just say it has a taste of a modern day Howard Stern and Robin Quivers minus the lesbian dating.
Wow.
Howard Stoney?
Well, that takes away all the fun.
Howard Stoney?
Howard Stoney Pony.
That's
Excuse
what I
me?
called him earlier.
If you're
so it's minus that. I don't think that would be really a good narrative to have at this point in today's society with all the hashtags.
Right. No, good for you. That sounds good.
Do you know when the official your official arrival will be?
I think our official ride was probably going to be in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
I didn't plan it out yet completely because I was too busy looking at Daphne's WKRP in Cincinnati pictures.
Nice. Oh wow. Okay.
What was going to ask you? What's going to be the name of the show? What are you going to call the show?
We're going to call it the Mooch and Mata Show.
Okay.
Mooch and Mata, yeah. Okay. Now, what happened with Rutgers Radio? No good, or?
You couldn't mooch him out of anything.
I was just going to ask you, is the introductory song Achimariu? No.
So that was called Muchinada.
Muchinada, the great Muchinada.
Sorry, I had to ask.
Wait, Muchinada, isn't that the guy that tortured people during the
That's
Inquisition?
Torquemada.
Oh no, that's Torquemada. Okay.
You were close.
Muchinada.
Yeah, it definitely sounds a little ethnic from the bottom boot. I know. It's
I'm not nowhere near the boot. I'm on the other end.
Wasn't Torquemada in the Ed Wood movie?
Yeah, well, no, Torquemada was a guy who used to torture people.
No, you had the Spanish Armada.
Yeah.
What's the matter you?
Well, Gene kind of tortures us. So.
Yes.
That's for sure. No.
Just you.
Oh, Gene tortures you guys. Wow. Okay.
He's a little kid.
No,
I guess
we
Gene
love
has a little
Gene.
poodle and a little pit like in Silence of the Lambs as well. Am I ready for that?
Well, all I could say to you is you need a whip. Bring a whip.
Bring a whip, and you got to treat him
And
like
food. You have like liver snaps.
Paul. Here's the key. I'll give you the key to success for Hamilton Radio. Treat Gene like Howard treats Gary.
Like I was thinking more like Scott the Engineer, but okay.
Oh, there you go. That'll
You
work.
can do that too.
But not modern day. I'm talking 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. We're not going back too far. All right, I got that.
You're gonna have fun being
Okay.
part of the family. You're gonna have a good time.
Absolutely.
Now, what night are you shooting for?
We're shooting for Monday night around 5 o'clock because I got to do rush hour, and there's no way I could ever not do a radio show without having call-ins. You know, call-ins are the best because that's when the real people come out, and especially when they're pissed off when they're driving.
Right.
There's nothing better than that.
That's
Oh, yeah,
true.
absolutely.
Yeah. And plus, we hear a crash sound in the background.
Yeah, and I'll probably get a docket number on Tuesday morning as well. It'll be my fault.
Well, if you hear a crashing sound in the back, that's probably Gene dropping something on the board.
Oh, is that when the needle scratches across the record? Thanks,
Yeah,
Gene.
exactly.
He told me there would be CDs there.
Yes.
Well, don't worry. If you have to go to the bathroom, we'll put on Stairway to Heaven.
And don't forget there's an 8-track machine here too in case you need it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And if I do number 2, please put on Freebird after that.
Yeah,
Oh,
be
boom.
careful. Wear
All
gloves
right.
because it's got black mold on it because it's from Gene's house.
Oh my God.
Wow, this is a ruthless show already. I feel right at home. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So Mondays, we're at 5 o'clock. That's where we're going to start in a few weeks. We're getting the show together and getting all the information in our producer, and Gene's going to help us out. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, you'll
and bringing some of my old friends on from when I toured with them. Hopefully going to have guys on like Anthrax
Right.
that I've worked with and toured with.
Don't open the envelope. though.
Yeah, not the disease, just the band.
Oh, I thought you were gonna bring some disease with you. That'd be pretty good. It's the only thing we don't have here.
All the
No.
give all the envelopes to
Glad
Gene.
you think so.
Let Gene open them.
No, that's the that's the wrong disease. The only other disease is the one that needs cream. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hemorrhoid cream.
Well, yeah, I have a lot of that.
Thank
that
God.
I have a lot. Daphne, I'm really sorry that you have to deal with this.
Wow, we're getting a great picture.
You think you have a lot of it now? Wait until you get some technical problems with Gene. My show is littered with them.
OMG.
Well, you're the test.
Who the fuck is Daphne?
He thinks that's Daphne.
He thinks Giselle is Daphne.
Daphne's gone. Daphne's gone.
Does she look like a 55-year-old black woman to you?
Daphne has left the building. Thank you and good night.
I thought he was talking about Daphne from Frasier.
No, he's
I
talking
thought he was
about
talking.
Daphne.
I thought he was talking about Daphne from Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
Yes.
Daphne Moon.
Well,
there you go.
It's all right. You can call anybody
You
Daphne.
can
it
call
doesn't
me
matter.
Daphne. It's okay. Just
We
don't
call Dave Daphne.
You can
all
call
the
me
time.
Ray, and you can call me Jay.
But you doesn't have to call me Johnson.
But you doesn't have to call me dude.
Hey, Paul,
Well,
listen.
Michael Johnson was talking to Howard Johnson.
Paul, I heard you toured with a lot of bands in the 80s, so hopefully you'll share some of your contacts, and I'll be happy to share some of mine as well.
I wonder if our paths have crossed, Paul.
Or else I'll have to kill you, you know.
I'll have to kill you.
Could our paths have crossed before music days? I'm wondering.
Probably not.
well, we listen. We have a lot of video that's been transferred over to DVD that I got to show you. So I will bring that in. It's great home movies. It really is.
Right.
Most of it is more towards the back of the tour
So
bus.
it's all X-rated.
Are you born and
I thought
raised
you
in
said
Jersey?
No lesbian dating.
Born and raised in Jersey, Paul?
Excuse me?
Are you born and raised in New Jersey?
Oh yeah, Woodbridge,
Oh, okay.
Woodbridge, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Woodbridge, oh,
yeah.
boy.
Now, were you playing in bands in the 70s, or are you too young?
No, too young. No,
Okay.
more in the 90s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I got to the tail end. I got to the tail end with Joey Belladonna after
Right.
in the 90s, middle 90s, when he was out of Anthrax, and I made
Okay.
albums with him, did some tours with him.
Cool.
And of course, Joey's back in Anthrax now, and they're doing better than ever, at least for the time being. Even though I think that the crowd right now is actually on crutches and drinking Geritol shots.
That's because they kept stealing my bike.
They kept stealing your bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad when you.
If they can get to the bike.
It's bad when your audience is all on scooters.
Yeah, right? What do you want?
It's okay. They just had the Slayer show and Anthrax show at PNC Bank Arts Center, and the handicap lots were filled.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Filled. I know. It was a bad
Actually,
joke, I know.
I
Decades
love
of moshing,
Slayer.
that
I
was
love
good.
Slayer. Actually, Kerry King is a good friend of mine. I met him several times, and he's a super, super nice guy.
Who was that? Joey?
Kerry King from Slayer.
Kerry King. Yes, yes. My good friend Paul Crook knows him very well.
Yeah.
Toured with them as his tech.
Actually,
Great guys. What a shame.
I met Kerry on the set of That Metal Show because my friend Don Jameson was one of the hosts. And
okay.
And I met him and Zach Wilde in the same night. It was like, whoa.
That is a, you know what? That is a great night.
I met
And my
Bozo the
friend
Clown
Paul
once.
Crook, who is also has toured with Anthrax and is of course now with Meatloaf. Go from Anthrax to Meatloaf. What a change, huh?
Is he still alive, Meatloaf? I haven't heard anything.
Of course
from
he
him.
is.
No, but you haven't even heard him touring or anything.
He does shows here and
No,
there.
well, because when he was on tour last year, he had like that massive heart attack on
Yeah,
stage.
that's
Yeah, that
Oh,
could
no,
slow
really?
you down a little bit.
Yeah.
Meatloaf? Oh yeah.
I would love to interview him.
I think my buddy Paul was on the phone calling another artist when he was still breathing.
Wow.
Oh wow.
When he hit the floor. Yeah, that was a tough night. I think he's actually there, from what I heard from talking to Paul, they're actually doing a Meatloaf tour without Meatloaf. It's kind of strange, but
So it's more like it's like
what I heard.
It's like beef, like hamburger helper.
I would guess so. A kind of jumpstart thing. I don't know. But,
If you're
I
having
think,
stovetop, I'm
Khalid-
staying.
Well,
So
I'm
getting
looking
up
forward to
there.
your show. I think your show's going to be fun. I think it's going to be good.
We welcome the show, and thank God that's one less time slot for Jerry Petito.
No, you're going to get
Well, I'm
Jerry
looking
off
forward
the
to it.
air. We're all
There
for.
we go.
So, so in about 3 weeks, we're going to have a new show on Monday nights at 5 o'clock.
Much matter.
Paul Anthony Muchinmata, and I definitely recommend everybody checking that out, especially all our men and women
Right here on
overseas
Hamilton
And it looks like it'll be
Radio.
on Mondays at 5 o'clock, it seems like.
who watch us, who listen to us on Armed Forces Radio.
Doesn't Jerry have 6 shows at that time?
No, 17.
No, but only 6 at that time on Monday.
No, but I want to encourage all our listeners over in Armed Forces Radio to definitely check out Paul's show
Yep.
and support him as you do us.
Yep.
I thank you very much, guys. I can't wait to meet everybody. Daphne, I'm sorry I took up your time. Love your show.
Yeah,
Love what
I'm
you
so
did.
sorry.
You better watch out. Her husband Niles is going to get mad. Hey, Paul Anthony, thank
Fred's
you so
gonna run you
much.
down with the mystery machine.
Paul, I want to thank you so much. Welcome to Hamilton Radio, and we'll look forward to meeting you very soon.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon. Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Good All right, Paul. Bye.
See you later. All right, guys. Ciao.
All right.
She
Ed.
never explained to him that there's no Daphne here.
We did explain, but he didn't get it.
It doesn't matter. Don't ever tell him.
Yeah, you gotta let that one go.
I think he thought that Daphne Maxwell Reed was in the studio.
I believe
and she
so.
was still here. And when she was talking, he's thinking that's Daphne.
Because she's from New
Would
York,
you-
so
would-
he's automatically.
Listen,
thinking-
when he gets here, we just tell him Daphne died.
No. Tell him Daphne's off this thing. She's off today. Let him think Daphne exists.
Told her she's off this week.
Oh my God.
We had a
She
fire.
has an open door, but she's off this week.
Well, I'm glad he was looking at my pictures.
Who is she, Shay? Oh, we had a fire Daphne. We replaced her with Gisela.
She's not here right now.
That's
She's
right.
out taking photos of doors.
Exactly.
All right. All right, Ed, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Hey, Paul, you want to give Ed an intro for his Weighty F Out There news?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lost my music again, huh?
dim the lights. Get quiet and listen to the Way the Fuck Out There news with Ed, the Big Kahuna, Ruffalo.
Meatloaf thief on running wild in Denham Springs. Apparently, someone stole Meatloaf.
Wow, we just talked about him. That's a synchronicity.
This isn't the police. It's Meatloaf.
Okay, two of them.
2 law enforcement agencies are searching for a man who has been nicknamed the Meatloaf Bandit. He has been breaking and entering into Livingston Parish homes and local restaurants and seeking food, especially and specifically meatloaf. Early Monday morning. Does Mrs. C work here, Marion Ross, by any chance? Early Monday morning, the bandit broke into Cafe Perdale on Florida Boulevard, where he helped himself to some meatloaf, cheesecake, and the cash register. We're calling him the Meatloaf Bandit, said owner Wayman Dale. Really, his name is Wayman?
Louisiana, dude.
The Livingston.
Is it Wayming out?
Might be Wayming out.
Oh, okay.
The Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office and the Denham Springs Police Department having testified to search for the thief. The suspected thief was caught partially on surveillance video at the cafe before the break-in singing Meatloaf song Paradise by the Ashford Lights.
Nice. He lives up to his Monica. That's good.
As he helped himself to food and cash.
Nice.
Also captured on video was the bandit pleasuring himself to a slice of cheesecake.
Swiss cheese, obviously.
While continuing to sing various Meatloaf songs.
I was more of that boar's head.
Those cookies kicking in.
Oh my God.
If it's stovetop, I'm staying.
If it's a Westinghouse, for sure.
Are you a Meshuggah
Tonight on the Dumont Network.
They won't even let you out of this place.
Oh my God, we can't sell you that.
Also that night, a burglar alarm sounded at a hair salon across the street, and a woman who had run out of gas said a man on foot demanded cigarettes and M&M peanuts from her.
You know what?
Law enforcement isn't sure if the alleged person was in fact the Meatloaf Bandit. Doesn't sound like it.
You know what? Not only is it Wayming out, it's Wuckin' Findy.
Last week, acting on a tip, the sheriff's department responded to an anonymous tip that led police to a seedy side of town.
M&M peanuts.
And a dilapidated house where the Meatloaf Bandit was suspected to live. During the pre-dawn raid, the police broke down the door and caught the suspect off guard, asleep, clutching a meatloaf sandwich in his hand.
Wow.
And now the Meatloaf Bandit is in the cooler.
Is due to appear in court later this month and faces a slew of charges that have the potential to incarcerate him for over 15 years. Really, 15 years for a meatloaf?
A slew!
M&M's,
God
huh?
bless you. God bless you.
Thank God they weren't Skittles. They would be tasting the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
Naked man claiming he may be Jesus or Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Justin Michael Johnson, 31, was arrested June 18th by Magoffin County Sheriff's deputies in Johnson's Fork, but not Spoon.
Where the fuck is that?
Where it's in Magoffin
Kentucky.
County.
That's in Kentucky.
Oh, thank you.
Sounds right.
That explains where this story's going right away.
He was
That definitely
reported
sounds-
half naked, wearing only a small shroud on his private areas and lying in the grass.
Okay.
Originally, Johnson would not give deputies his name, but told them...
Ed, you missed a sentence.
No, I didn't.
Lying in the grass.
I already said that.
Doing what? What was he doing in the grass?
Lying in the grass. Quoting scripture.
Ah, there we go.
That's not a sentence. That's 2 words, and I missed them on purpose. Originally, Johnson would not give deputies his name, but told them he may be Jesus.
He may be. Depends how he feels.
And can they give him a ride back to Jerusalem? Police said Johnson was behind the residence and had poured gasoline around the house. He then grabbed a service wire, is anything like a service dog,
I guess,
that provided electricity to an outbuilding on the property. What the hell kind of neighborhood is this?
I don't know.
One way you can have a third lightning bolt.
Well, I wouldn't go to Kentucky, so that's why I want to know what kind of neighborhood.
He's now
on the outside.
He's now in a jail cell in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Attempted to start a fire. It is believed that Johnson, a.k.a. Jesus, thought that Satan lived inside the home and wanted to rid the home of evil spirits. Then if Satan lives there, why would you set it on fire? Would that make it more like his
Yeah, hey, it's nice in here.
It would be inviting. Hey, it's nice in here.
Can we turn it up? Where's my coat?
He's going to serve time in Santa Claus, Indiana.
Come on, Ralph. I'll hold your coat.
When the homeowner was alerted to Johnson's presence, they confronted Jesus. He then immediately went on the defensive by shouting, "The power of Christ compels you." The homeowner immediately phoned police, who later found Johnson walking down the street singing, "What a friend we have in Jesus." Police took Johnson into custody without incident and immediately had him committed to Eastern State Hospital Psychiatric Unit for observations. Oddly enough, charges are pending.
You know, and the fireman tried to put the fire out, but he kept on parting the water.
The fireman's name was Moses.
The new guy kept jumping in the pool. Moses would part the pool.
Oh, man.
A slew.
A slew. I own the slew.
A slew.
I am Jesus.
I am Jesus. He was quoting scripture in the grass.
I'm surprised he wasn't listening to Jesus take.
What do you want?
Crazy.
You just had a beat here.
That's like Tommy Boy when he's like, room service. No, I'm sleeping. Room service. No, I don't need anything. Want me to turn down your bed? No, I don't need it. For the love of God!
That's exactly how it was. He just got to the break. He's like, what? He's like, what do you want? And she's going like this, and she's trying. I don't know if she had a problem talking, but she talked to me. And all of a sudden, he's like, what do you want?
For the love of God!
Oh
What kind of place is this? Room service, me check you off?
What kind of place is this?
All right, Andrew, get behind the mic for a few minutes. Come on. We're going to do a second week recap if he hasn't.
As long as he doesn't get to ask any more questions.
Yes,
We don't have that kind of time.
He only gets to answer them.
Well, it was so good that Monk said it right after you.
It was funny. It was like, he actually reminded me of the... He actually... Why does it echo when he put his mic on?
Because apparently the only engineer in the place is now sitting over here.
You know, as soon as Gene takes control, it falls apart.
No.
What happened?
Exactly.
He actually sounds
Jesus,
like
take the wheel.
the guy from Back to School when he goes, describe the... I only have one question in 27 parts.
No, the best thing about Gene is his answer to everything is always, I didn't do anything.
I don't know, buddy. We can't do it. The computer resets and reboots and it wipes everything out. I don't know.
Do you imagine if we go live on location, what's going to happen?
Ed, I applaud your effort. Ain't happening.
Wait. If we do a live remote somewhere, could we have like a water balloon, like a drop thing?
A dunk tank, you mean? Oh, yeah.
Of course it's not happening. Ruben hasn't paid the bill.
What a balloon thing. What the hell's I got to do with a water tank?
Can we have a water balloon thing?
You'd have a better chance of getting a bullhorn and just sitting at a card table and doing a show.
Well, we could have a water
I say we go
balloon
for that. I'll probably get better reception.
I would love to do.
And we can do it with the thing with the voice changer ones.
Yeah, you know what? We have.
I'm really good.
I'd like to be on the show.
I'm really good at filling balls, so I'll do the water balloon.
Oh.
No, what happened?
Oh.
Okay.
So
We
am I gonna
actually-
be on the TV or what?
We actually have a.
Engineer in here?
Oh yeah.
We actually have an opportunity to do the show remotely every week, but we're just not set up for it.
No.
Joey Harrison's River House says you can come and use our bridal suite to do the
So
show.
we got
every
We
week.
have to talk about that in a separate time.
Yeah.
To see
all
what.
right. But Andrew,
Yep.
this is your second week here.
I know. I can
So
only hear
are you ready to quit yet?
Not yet.
How was your second week? I love the cupcakes.
Yeah,
No, as long as we keep feeding him, he's coming.
That's
yeah, the first thing I was like, "Ooh, cupcakes! I'm staying for another day."
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, I was very interested in the what the fuck news with the Hamburglar. So.
The meatloaf burglar.
Meatloaf burglar. But yeah, no, I'm having fun. So.
Oh, he said something funny. The name of the fire engine company was Moses Hoses.
Yeah.
I like that.
Moses Hoses.
So Andrew, what's your favorite part so far in the 2 times that you've been with us?
Favorite part. It's only hit 2 times.
The
What's
end of
favorite
the
part?
show.
2 times. What's your favorite part?
10:31.
2 times.
Does the food count?
Yes.
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 Minus the
I don't
food
know.
number.
That's the only reason I come.
It's-
Brought to you by
You
Francesca.
guys are pretty hilarious. So whatever you guys say.
Why don't
something
you
that
tell
really-
me what you want to do?
Why don't you tell me what movie you want to see?
Agent Zero.
It's great that we have Ask Andrew questions and we don't let him talk. I think that's really
Isn't that
good.
wonderful?
I know.
You can just pretend I'm here.
You know,
I'll
pretty
just
much
sit here
do.
with no mic and I'll just nod.
they have a theme song. It's called Rude
I've been
Boy.
doing that. You can't do it.
So go ahead. Let us finish. Let us finish it.
I don't even. I think I.
What did we
finished.
ask him?
Oh, you did?
We
He's
asked
why
him
he,
what my
how
favorite
much.
part was.
Pretty
I
much.
didn't. I don't know. They were all pretty funny. Move it up to my.
Oh,
mouth.
he wants it all the way in your
I knew a girl who used to say that.
Yeah.
Gene wants me to put it in my mouth.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, that's another concession. You don't want to become from intern
That's-
to
Hey, that's
journeyman.
That's a good question. What was Danny all dressed up for tonight?
Yeah.
Probably came from work.
Well, at least she wasn't naked.
That's how she gets dressed at work? I need a job there. Where does she work?
A beauty salon.
Go get your hair cut there and let her.
I might just have to. I let her sweep my hair up off the floor.
All right.
Okie dokie, Finoki.
Any other questions?
Andrew,
Yes.
have you learned anything yet, Andrew? Besides,
I learned you
How
flick a
much
few
full
switches and you sit and watch the show.
He learned
There you go.
He learned he can't get a word in edgewise.
Exactly.
That's good. I'm glad you have fun.
Okay,
It's
now we can
about
go to
fun.
sleep.
Okay, we're out of ideas now.
Our show's about fun. That's all it's about. We try to keep it light.
All right, and the
Trying to get
outro.
too serious about anything.
How are you going to keep it light with me and Dave
I was
on the
going to
show?
say, I'm,
Yeah, we're
I'm
not
the
keeping-
heaviest one here.
Oh, please. You're not even close.
The opinions expressed by the hosts, callers, and guests are not.
Wow. What are
What's
you doing?
going on?
I don't know.
Carlo's very
We're starting,
temperamental today.
we're starting the show all over again.
Hey, what's up?
There's something, I'll say there's something kind of about a kid that's never
I
played
love
baseball.
Foghorn. I love Foghorn.
He's got a point. There is something kind of weird about a kid who's never played baseball.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I agree.
That
So
chick-
Andrew, do you have something? Do you want to? You have any plugs you want to do or anything? Anything you want to promote yourself?
He'll
I mean, I got
he'll
a
be
bunch
appearing
of-
at home
I
tomorrow.
got a bunch. I got a bunch of my own things to promote.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, do it.
Tooth decay. What?
Well, I start.
You wait till the show's over.
Are you for or against it?
He's one of those 5 dentists.
In a nutshell.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
In a nutshell.
Sink your teeth into it. Go ahead.
I have my own comic series called Spirit Legends. I also started today some kind of speed drawing show on YouTube where I did some edits of an image I had already started.
Right.
Got a motion comic that somebody helps out with the animation. I did have an internet radio show, but co-hosts kind of bailed on me. So because
Why is
they had busy schedules. It wasn't something that was paid. And
That's
That's,
why
a-
you're here.
that's why I do my show on my own. Screw all the rest of you.
So yeah, no, I have some stuff up on my YouTube account. The username is Diamond Death. I don't know
Diamond
why.
Death.
It was just something I came up with when I was younger, and I just stuck with it. Yeah, I have some stuff on there. I have my website that's coming along, andrewartwork.com, and the website for my comic series is spiritlegendsofficial.com. And so there you
He's
go.
a busy guy.
Yeah.
Very good.
How do you find time to be an intern?
I'm a busy guy.
Andrew, what kind of artist are you?
Hey, look
are
at
you
me, I'm
digital
browsing.
or,
Is it comic art or?
Are you a digital artist? Or
I actually recently switched to digital, and I was drawing in Photoshop
Freehand?
with a Wacom tablet. Initially, I was
Yeah,
mostly
drawings
doing
for old
traditional.
people.
You're traditional?
mode.
You do the graphic novels type stuff or no?
That's the kind of stuff I want to do. Working on comics, and
cool.
Nobody seems to
Oh,
care
so we
about
should
my art.
we should talk maybe. You know.
You know what? You got to keep plugging away.
You know what? Go on one of Jerry Petito's 75 shows. I'm sure something there is about art.
You're around here long enough for that.
Okay. You're giving her a lot of plugs, Ed.
Oh, I'll give her a
I
plug,
mean,
all right.
You're giving her a lot of free publicity here.
Oh yeah, free publicity. Anyone who wants to go listen to one of Jerry's shows, call her up and tell her what a hack she is.
Oh jeez.
You don't want me to go nuts on her right here.
On that note,
I'll alpha male her right here.
Andrew,
I've seen that video.
Andrew, give the website again.
Well, there was andrewartwork.com,
Right.
which is almost finished. Just finishing that one up. And the spiritlegendsofficial.com you can visit.
Right.
There's just a few things I'm still working on, but it is, if visitable is a word, you can visit it. And then the other one was my YouTube account is Diamond Death. Again, I don't know why I chose it, just when I was younger and I stuck with it. And I got some hopefully neat things on there.
Cool.
Very good.
Very good. You're a busy man. That's good.
Can't wait to
Try
see
to
it.
stay busy.
Well,
Dave-
especially at your age, you should.
When
Dave,
I'm
you
not
guys are off
sleeping
this
and
week?
playing video games.
We're off this week for the 4th
You're
of
right.
July.
Okay.
You got your hands on a lot of them. They just need one
I
thing
did
to
want to
pick.
shout out the team at Blue Lagoon for the show they put me on Thursday night. It was a good show.
Where's this at?
Really
in
good
Santa
shoot.
Cruz. Really
Oh,
good
wow.
show.
Cool. Cool. Very good. Paul, what do you got coming up?
Why do you care? What business is yours?
ComedyTornado.com. Just look it up.
The
What
next
do you need
time
a
I'm
lighter
not-
for? What do you care?
Yeah, I really have. I
Why do you
can't.
care?
Just go to comedytornado.com and go to my tour date page.
That's all you have to say. Don't say
Because all my shows
anything.
mostly coming up right now are private, so nobody can go to them anyway.
Yeah, it's private.
Just go to comedytornado.com.
You're not invited,
Who
Carlos.
gives
Yeah,
a shit?
anything that's on the comedytornado.com tour date page is open to the public. So just
July
go on.
21st.
July 21st, Sully's in Baltimore. We're
I
going
can't
back.
wait. I can't wait for the shrimp.
And
dude.
Ed, what do you have?
Yeah, my shows are private too. They're all being done in my living room. Go fuck yourselves.
There were 3 people that have never been in my living room.
Go book your mom.
He is a private dancer.
No, but those shows are felonies.
Magic Ed.
Good.
Private shows.
Magic Ed.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't even want you to book me. How about that?
This week I will be beachside instead of poolside.
Oh, beachside.
I own the beach.
I own the beach. No.
A slew of fish.
We're gonna be seeing Foreigner and Whitesnake this
Exactly.
Saturday. I'm
Yeah.
very
That's a
excited.
shame.
And Jason,
I'm sorry.
and Jason Bonham, too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Jason's
great.
the bottom.
Jason Bonham's
Happy
Led Zeppelin
Pride
experience.
Week.
They're great.
Carlo,
Jason's a bottom.
why don't
Jason
you-
Bottom's the top.
Jason.
White Snake.
Carlo, why
Whitesnake.
don't you tell everybody the story about
Jason
my
Applebottom.
first time meeting Foreigner?
Oh,
It was foreign to her.
No, go ahead, ready?
last year we got invited out to the Foreigner show. It was me, Gisela, Steve Keller, Shay, and Paul, and so we're going in line for the meet and greet, and everybody's in line, and everybody's going up there taking their picture. So it comes to Gisela's turn, and the guy is like, "Okay, ma'am, you're next." She goes, "Oh, I know." She's like,
So then he said it
the
again.
guy goes, "Ma'am, you're next." She's like, "Okay." And then again, the guy goes, "Ma'am, what's going on? You're next." She goes, "I don't know who those guys are. I'm waiting for them to leave." She goes, "Ma'am, that's the band." Wait, I told Mick Jones that story. He almost peed. And I think we'll be getting a backstage tour because Mick promised us. Remember?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that'd be good. Maybe we'll let us sit on stage.
So in other words, we have an open door now?
Yes, we have an open door, and hopefully.
You have an open door. You could sit in the wheelchairs that are back there for those guys.
Yeah. Oh, Ed, the contrarian. Gotta love him.
No, I'm Italian.
There you go.
Not contrarian.
All right, everybody, we're gonna get out of here. We won't see you next week because it's gonna be.
Yeah!
4th of July.
We can't see them
God
anyway.
bless America.
So
I have to give you the words, too. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead.
Right,
Hell of an intro.
that's one of the words.
The words we learned today. Acclimating. Acclimating. Cacophony. Reminiscence. And the word that you called integral is actually integral. There you go.
Integral.
Integral. Thank you very much. That's the news. I'm George Schaefer.
And I'm Daphne Maxwell Reed. Thank you for joining the Animal House.
Daphne Maxwell Bella.
Wait, what about Slew?
And a slew of people we here tonight.
All right, everybody, have a safe 4th of July. We'll see you all on the 11th. This is the Animal House Radio Show.
Watch your fingers.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, because they're up my nose.